Good evening, everybody. How's it going? It is Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Hump day? Garbage day where I live, which is always fun because I always forget. I always forget to take out the garbage beforehand, and then it's like, oh, it's late when I finish streaming. Am I gonna take it out? But anyway, how's it going? Thank you, Op, for 30 months. That number. I'm so grateful, but also it makes me feel so ancient. Jesus Christ. How's everybody doing tonight? How's your weeks going so far? How we doing? I had a slow start today. I've been needing to catch up 30 years. Rita Repulsa. After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Holy shit, the OG Power Rangers. My God. Oh, yeah, I've been like needing to catch up on sleep, and I finally got like 10 hours of sleep last night. So like my whole day is fucked up, but it was worth it. Good old Power Rangers. Exactly. Yeah, man, it's so funny. I still cannot believe the audacity to take a show, like a foreign show, and then basically just use the action scenes where everybody's in costume and then overdub it and then just film a whole different show with a different plot. Which is what they did with the OG, with the old Power Rangers. Like, can you imagine the audacity? It's wild, and it totally worked. Like, as a child, I did not realize that Rita Repulsa's mouth did not match the words coming out of her mouth. You know what I mean? They did that with Voltron too? I didn't know that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man. And when I was a kid, I didn't realize that the dub didn't actually match. And, you know, I didn't really think about it too much that these teenagers that were of varying amounts of like height and shoulder breadth and muscle all turned into like skinny Asians in skin tight suits. I mean, you know what? It was part of the bit. Yeah, right. Basically. Yeah, man, I totally didn't know. For ages, I didn't know until I was a full-ass adult. I didn't like realize and connect the dots, you know, that it was actually just two shows stitched together. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. Also, I don't know if it's just been me or how long did they do that anyways? Quite a while. I mean, like multiple years. I don't know how many seasons they did that way, but probably a lot. They didn't do that for the movie. No, the movie was original everything, as far as I know. I mean, I haven't looked, but I assume it was original everything. Like, I know that the villains were, you know, it was the actual voice dub, you know, or, you know, like it wasn't voiceover is what I'm trying to say. But I don't know what it is about Twitter right now, and I don't know if it's because there's been some big event in Power Rangers that I'm unaware of, or if the Twitter algorithm just noticed that I watched one video on it, but I've gotten so many tweets on my timeline lately about Power Rangers, and it's been wild because I you know, I haven't kept up with it. I haven't watched Power Rangers in 20 years, you know, but like it's really funny watching these like new Power Rangers or these like Power Rangers multi-generational collabs, and I just keep seeing more and more and more of them. And I never like I don't think I liked the video. I certainly didn't retweet it. I didn't comment, but it could tell that this man watched one of those clips, and it's over. Oh my God, who are we? Oh, we're girl balking time? Okay, fair enough. All right, listen, it's morphing time. It's morphing time. Yes, a form of a hot female model. Amazing, incredible. Hi Grybach, happy Wednesday in my time zone. It's already Thursday. I had almost the whole day of song waiting the pause screen Just waiting for me to go live the last hour. Oh, you're so sweet. You mainly lurk? Absolutely. You're so sweet, Rocky. I hope you're having a lovely day. A lovely Thursday, if you will. Meanwhile, my algorithm is full of armored furries. Holy shit. Talk about a confession. Now we need the voice acting. Ah! Yamete kuda stop. Ooh woo. What even is the intro music? As in, like, what is my intro music? It is a song that I commissioned. It is mine. I am the only person with this audio file other than the person who made it. You never, yeah, the listen, in girl bach mode, we're both repping our girl bach energy, okay? All right? Okay? And they're rigged. I don't know if you can tell, but like if I like, you know, they got a little bit of that bitty bounce. It sort of started as a joke. I actually have a redeem on my, like, when I have my normal model out to put the booba on her. It was actually the first redeem I ever learned how to make using VTube Studio and you know, making a Twitch Point VTube Studio redeem. And you know, the person teaching me was just joking about like, yeah, you could like spawn in some boobs. And so I did. And then I was like, actually, this is really funny. So, you know, there you go. You're going to be real. You don't hang around Twitch as much as I wish I could. Oh, well, you know, it's okay. I appreciate any time that you're spending here. Glad that you have found me once again. You know what I mean? If you will. Listen, we have shorts that come out on YouTube twice a week, except for this week because my editor lost power. You know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna, let's see. It's not my fault the furries have been sending me pics since the stream. I love that somehow the furries have discovered that you and I talked about making fursuits and things like that. When I didn't make any clips of that, I didn't post that anywhere, and they have found it. That means that one of you in chat, at least, is reporting outside the circle, okay? And that's great. You know what? I will take anybody. I will take any advertisement and any promotion. Live your best fur life, okay? It's not my thing, but I don't care. Is there a furry sleeper agent? You know what? Probably. You know what? But I don't care. It's great. I love that for you. Perfectly honest. It's probably one of those in the VTube news people. I mean, I don't know. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was one of the people in IT. There's a large correlation between IT staff and furries, and you know, maybe that's just because the people in IT can afford to pay for the fursuits. You know, several, but you haven't talked to them recently. Earn, you've never said a less surprising thing. I'm a furry, but not nearly popular enough to have that kind of influence. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, it's cool. And like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I'm not a furry, but I get it. Like, I get it. Like, I've seen some art. I get it. You know? I get it. I see what you're looking at. I get it. I understand. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, but like the fact that we just mentioned it once on stream, Aeon, who does not stream herself, does not have a like a TikTok or Shorts page of her own. The fact that she's getting solicited in DMs to make fursuits after a conversation on one stream that wasn't her own is peak incredible. I'm so amused. If only I. Why they gotta make furry women so hot? I don't know, man. I don't know. And you know what? Listen, I understand the appeal of the furry men too. All right, I understand. I've seen those wolves that they put into fucking whichever of those gacha games it is. I don't play gacha games. I've seen them. Okay, listen. Furries in general, dog, they're all nice. Yeah, man. I mean, the dude from ZZZ, yeah, Zenless. Yeah, see, you all know who I'm talking about. I don't even need to know. I'll just outsource the thinking to chat, okay? Look, listen, pull my leash and make me bark like a good boy. You know what I mean? Oh my God. No, yeah. No, I get it. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's funny. Listen, if I can get increased attention by being the host of the Furry Armorer, I'm fine with that. Aeon, new identity for you. You wanted to be the villainous big sister armorer. You might just end up being the Furry Armorer. You know, it's like the Hephaestus of the furries, you know? Hephaestus. Imagine you are the god of furry armaments, okay? Listen, there's a real market there for that. You know what? Get your bag. How am I doing today? I'm doing great, Midmosh. First, see, listen, if there's one thing that I'm good at, well, kind of two things. If there's two things that I'm good at, it's making portmanteaus / puns, and then also making sus jokes. And if I can put both of those in the same thing, peak. Legit sounds fire though. I know, right? Like the fires of the forge. Seriously though, imagine you could go so famous. I could be the one who gave you the branding idea and that initial push to just become the most famous furry creating VTuber ever. The fires of the Forge. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, man. Listen. Oh my God. Speaking of, not really speaking of anything, but seems like it's the appropriate time. It's not as though normies are commissioning me for armor these days, so I'm just saying. Gotta hit him with that furry shit. Let's go. This is the Two Town Cider House Spring Forward Limited Cider, made with strawberry and Montmorency cherry. I don't know what that is. That's got to be a place. Anyway, strawberry cherry cider. It's pretty good. That's what we're drinking tonight. Holy man, what a start. What a start. Aeon is a perspective streamer. Not yet though. Aeon has only guested on my channel a couple times. She has can Tascaru. Yeah, that's right. It's my little soda pop. I will be after I publish a few videos. Yeah, man. Aeon's just gonna like shoot up in popularity. She's got a nice voice. She's got a million stories to tell. She's got that like vibe where she'll say something and not realize that there's an innuendo, and then everybody's like, you can't be for real right now. But it's genuine. It's not a bit. You haven't managed to catch a stream with her? If you check on YouTube, well, I mean, technically in Twitch too, the VODs are still there. But like maybe 2 weeks ago on Friday, we played Monster Prom. It was like a 7-hour stream, and we both smashed like 6 or 8 drinks apiece. Shit was crazy. Yeah, honey, sweet summer child. Yes, I find myself saying that to Aeon all the time. It's great. Yeah. Her mind isn't fundamentally broken in the same way that mine is. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. The hilarious thing is your voice hilariously fits this model. How so? I don't know how to take that. Listen, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? What part of it fits the model? Is it the fact that I gave her... Oh, too late now. Too late now. Womps and prayers, you're back. You're back. So gender, very wow. It sounds like it would come out of this model. I have an andro voice? Really? Really? I mean... Ah, shit. That was fast. Wow, that lasted all of 3 seconds. That's crazy. I don't really think of myself as being particularly androgynous, but I'm not mad about it. I honestly don't have like any investment in like, I don't know. I'm fully cognizant of what like culture, like I look in real life masculine, you know, I got a beard. I know. Spoilers. I got a beard because I think it looks good on my face, you know, but like, I just don't think about it or care that much. So it's really interesting when you put me behind like cute anime models. People like have a very different impression of me. You know what I mean? You had the immersion break. I know, right? You're already planning on it, but you don't have the points? Well, there you go. Welcome back, Lazy Artist. How's it going? How's it going? Man, we're off to a strong start tonight, all right? Okay, listen. And I did say before, but I have updated the girl model to reflect some changes when I have my 2.0 design. So she will be sticking around when that happens with some updates to reflect the changes, so to speak. Shattering our parasocial visions. Well, you know, it's fine. You've already seen my hands if you look back in the VODs, so my brain is trying to rewire to tell me you're a girl, but I know that you're not. Well, you know what? Gender's a social construct or something. I don't know. Just chilling and watched a bit of Attack on Titan? Is it your first time? Are you just starting? How far in are you? I thought for a second you meant you were going to give your 2.0 tits. I mean, I considered it. Legitimately, I have seen somebody who had a model made that could literally transition between masculine and feminine. Like, they had a broad, like, masculine chest, and they had a toggle that, like, slimmed it down and gave them more of an hourglass figure, and the big old titties, like, popped out. Like, that, somebody has made it. I mean, on a computer program, we can just imagine them as anything. True. I know at least one male VA that has an OPI toggle. Yeah. I mean, there's oh my God, what's his name? Shit. The one that voices in all of the gotchas and pisses off all of the other famous streamers because they're like, bro, you're my friend. Stop being all the hot characters. But I can't remember his fucking name right. Sayu. There we go. Oh, you're on season 4? Okay. You're cooking into the end game. Okay. I got you. Yeah, Sayu. Yeah. Yeah, he just got a femme model for the first time, like, within the last 8 months, I think. Because he always had a male model, and his chat basically, like, begged him to do it, and so now he has both, you know? Yeah. Good old Sayu, yeah. One day I'll have the money to commission a full female model too. Who knows? We can put it up for a big community goal, because that's, listen, in this economy, a custom model is very pricey. The booba is insane. The booba where? This booba or Sayu's booba? But this one is not a custom model. This model is this is the Suica model that you can buy for about $120, and then you can customize it. So I've customized the coloring and the things like the eye shape and color, and the haircut and all of those things. But this, like, so many people can use this model. This is not an exclusive model. Actually, did I take this off? I did. I unbound it finally. You were wondering why it looked so familiar? Yeah, exactly. Sayu has a separate model. Dust Shinjue? I don't know how you pronounce that. Has a toggle. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the person with the toggle. I remember that their rigger literally called it trans, which was kind of sick. If only we could just push a trans button. just live out our greatest identity. But anyway, yes, this is a customized model. This is the Suika model. I actually took off the like transformation hotkey to like switch it back to normal, but yeah. My life would be so much easier, dog. Dude, I feel like everybody's would be. Shout out to the like species / races or whatever in like fantasy shows like or settings like the changelings or fucking Odo in Deep Space Nine, which I guess maybe they were changelings too. I don't actually remember. Yeah, let me be a shapeshifter. Shapeshifting is honestly such a cool conceptual superpower and also really fun to do like role-playing things with. I think the idea of like adopting different personas for different like moods or things like that is such a really interesting idea. Honestly, it's kind of just like VTubing in a nutshell as a superpower. It's really cool. I remember even back in the day in like D&D 3.5, one of the expansions, I remember they were talking about like, you know, conceptually you could have like a changeling that basically had a different identity for every like skill that they had mastered. I was like, okay, shape-shifting myself to not need glasses. I mean, imagine. I do think that that is one of those like aspects that's really interesting about shape-shifting is like, I don't know how to explain this, but there's like a certain aspect that it has to be sort of like magically intuitive, because the idea of being able to just copy somebody's fingerprints is like literally unimaginably complex if you had to actually like atom by atom arrange yourself in that way. And so, you know, people that are shapeshifters kind of just have like some innate ability to just copy things, which I think is really interesting. Shapeshifting is a key aspect of your VTuber's identity. Fuck yeah, let's go. Make me get angry. I get red hair and skin like a volcanic rock. Dude, yes. Shapeshifters are dittos. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I mean, I think that's what's so fun about VTubing in general is that you can really kind of do whatever you want. You know? Not a mimic. Yeah, right. The idea of mimics as things other than treasure chests is both hilarious and terrifying. I remember seeing somebody like propose a concept of a troll mimic that was like a coin. And so you just put it in a bag and it would just slowly like eat the other coins in your bag. Yeah, mimics are horrifying. Truly. I do actually love in Freeren. They had coin mimics? Oh, amazing. The idea definitely predated Dungeon Meshi, but like, I'm glad that it's gotten exposure in pop culture. A mimic cheesecake would be the death of me. Imagine. Jesus. Yeah, I love how they did it in Freeren that like, she just keeps falling for it. I don't know. Very, very funny. Large mimic is the size of a city. We don't talk about it. We don't think about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Can a mimic liquid? Depends on the mimic. I see a chest open. I'm a little loot goblin. Yeah, exactly. And then the loot be goblin you. You know what I mean? I would say a mimic could probably mimic a liquid at least to a certain extent. Probably not on inspection, but there's a lot of things that are with like fantasy creatures that if you applied human ingenuity to it, get a lot more horrifying. Use a mimic as a toilet to trick adventurers? Yeah, like the mimic outhouse. Jesus. Replace your drink with a mimic? Yeah. I remember, back in the day, I remember somebody had a thing where they basically got like rust monsters and tied them to a pole arm and just used it to like poke and dissolve the like enemy equipment. And also like in 4th edition, if I remember correctly, they made mimics or they made rust monsters less problematic. There's still a problem, but they made it so that if a rust monster ate something that was magical, it would basically just atomize it down into residuum, and which is like the magical component that you use to create any other magical items. And so basically then people started talking about how they would have like a recycling center that was just powered by rust monsters. And so like if you had a magic item and you wanted to, you know, turn it into something else, you could just basically come and pay a small fee, and they would just feed it to their rust monster farm and then spit back out the residuum and give it to you. Amazing. I find that kind of stuff really funny in tabletop games, where the story and the setting and the rules are in service to what the types of things the players want to do. And when you start like applying human creativity to a lot of these mechanics, things get very silly. We take a mimic that is mimicking a bag or a small chest, and we train it to not eat us. Then we line its mouth with a bag of holding. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Talking about mimics reminds me of that one YouTube horror stories where it's fleshy alien monsters. Blech. Blech. We have fungi that can break down plastic, so we're not that far off from that IRL. Yeah, well, I mean, they don't break it down into like... They break it down into other things, right? They convert it to other materials. Although I also sometimes I worry about things like if we basically breed a fungus to consume plastics, like on the one hand, great for recycling. On the other hand, what if it ever gets out and just basically slowly starts infesting everything that we have and converting all of our plastics into like useless shit? Because like plastic is so important to so many things that people don't even realize. It's actually crazy. Throw it at our enemies, yeah. There are several cursed bags of holding, one that eats everything you put into it, another that has the bag man. I remember there was also a cursed bag of holding that like just had a % chance of sucking you in when you tried to use it. So you wouldn't even necessarily know if you inspected it. You know, you'd put stuff in and it would work. And then, you know, maybe 1 in 10 times it would just eat you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, it'll definitely happen because people are people. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Also, we put runes along the inside of the bag of holding to cast gravity storm on whatever gets sucked into it. Yeah, dude, portable holes and bags of holding are just like the ultimate bad idea. They're the ultimate bad idea. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Gino, how's it going? How you doing this evening? We name the mimic Kirby. I don't know how to make like the Kirby inhaling sound, because it's kind of like a weird yeah, because he's just a mimic. It's true. Kirby is kind of just like the OG mimic. Actually, though. Actually. Amazing. I wonder, does anybody know if Kirby was literally named after the vacuum? Because like Kirby vacuums were a big deal like back long ago, right? That would be such a Japanese thing to do. Let's see. Founded in 1914. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna guess that that's exactly what it was. Oh, you have to have me low because the husband's playing D&D. Amazing timing. We're actually just talking about D&D. Kirby was named after Nintendo's lawyer. Oh, I mean, that's also possible. Like it, you know, why not both actually though? Why not both actually? Named after the American attorney John Kirby, who represented him in 1984, regarding the Donkey Kong franchise. Okay, fair enough. That is like peak Japanese company though, to to just like straight up use something that's that would absolutely not pass copyright in America, because their like copyright and trademarking is very, very lax there. It's very Japan that they would just like take the name of a vacuum cleaner and then just like make a character whose whole gimmick is that they suck things up and be like, it's totally not the exact same, so you can't get in trouble for it. That is why, incidentally, if you watch anime, why there's so many anime with products that are so obviously a real product and then they just change literally one letter, like Bepsi instead of Pepsi or things like that. Yeah, Nintendo, WcDonald's, yes, exactly, is because like in America that would not pass scrutiny for being an obviously different thing. They would say, oh, well, it still uses the McDonald's M even if you turned it upside down, and it's very clear that you're referring to a burger chain, so you can't do that. Whereas Japan, it's like, is it literally the same? And they're like, no. And they're like, great, you're fine then. So yeah, their laws on that are, but like, so in some ways they're way more lax, and in some ways they're way more strict. They will let you do things like that, right? Where you're just like, I changed one letter, but nothing else. And it's obviously counts, you know, as a different thing, even though everybody knows exactly what it is. However, with that said, Japan also doesn't have fair use laws. So in America, you can like post a picture of somebody that a news story is about, or post like a very short clip of something in a news story or in a review or in a documentary or anything like that. And in America, you basically, it's still like a copyright violation, but you have the fair use defense. And so you can say, I'm using this for fair use for purposes of discussion or satire or critique or news or any of these things. And they're basically like fine with it. In Japan, that does not exist. In Japan, you have to secure permission to use any other person's IP whatsoever, regardless of the intent, use case, percentage used, anything like that, which is why all of the Japanese VTubing corporations have to get written express permission to stream games, is like, because basically showing it at all whatsoever is a violation, and there is no such thing as fair use in Japan. And that's also why those companies will go so hard after certain types of like bad PR. So it's both good and bad, because the bad thing is that it makes it very, very difficult to talk about things negatively, because they're like, well, you're not allowed to mention me whatsoever unless I give you permission to. And it's very stifling in some ways, but yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. And you like, I'm slowly being stripped. Well, listen, those redeems are there for a reason. Okay. All right. Chat always getting frisky. You know what? That's okay. I'm allowed. I'm fine with it. It's all good fun, you know? Some of you are a little bit newer here. My only like real line here is, I don't want you like directly propositioning me. If you're like, ooh, model pretty, I'm like, yes. And then you're like, ooh, voice nice. And I'm like, thank you. I will take the compliment. And then you're like, ooh, man, funny. Ooh, sussy joke. Great. That's fine. Throwing a D's nuts or whatever. That's fine. You know, but like, you know, yeah. Japanese companies have issued manual takedown reviews on YouTube, even if they were positive. Yeah, 1000%. 1000%. Speaking of VTube corporations, boy, how about that vshojo? How about them vshojo? Hey. Yeah, my God. Dude, on Monday, it was bad. The amount that has changed since Monday, it's bad. I mean, it's so over. It was already so over on Monday, but there have been so many stories that have come out in the past 2 days. Chat is the pimp. You know what? Chat, if you want to pimp me out, I'm listening. Okay? I'm listening. But no, it's so bad. I mean, okay, so every single member of vshojo has now officially quit, or at least given notice that they're quitting. Like that's already happened. That happened immediately. it turns out that basically every single member has been getting stiffed on money to some degree or another for multiple months or over a year. But like most of them didn't want to talk about it with each other because they thought that it was an isolated incident, or they were basically just getting strung along of like, oh, I'm sorry, there's just problems. We'll get to it. We'll get there. But like it gets so much worse because now we're getting all these stories from people that had deals with them in the past or had interactions with them in the past, and now they feel free that they can talk about it. It's bad. So like all of the current talents were basically having money siphoned away from them and not being paid what they were owed, which is bad. We already knew that though. The big 3 exits that we had a couple years back at this point of Neanners, Vebe, and Silvervale, that was always a little unclear what was going on, and it was framed as like a culture issue that like they just weren't getting along and things like that. But since this is all dropped, all 3 of them have confirmed that they were also not getting paid. And like Neanners said that she was owed over 100 grand. Yeah, not to mention Nux. Yeah, Nux, that's like, well, yeah, maybe I'll touch that one a little bit later. The whole situation with Nux was really awkward and like fucked up also. But like Neanners was owed over 100 grand, and you know, basically when she left, Vebe and Silvervale both were owed money, and basically they were forced to sign NDAs that precluded them from discussing any of these issues with any of the other talents, and also from discussing it publicly, and also they were required to leave on the same day, basically to paint the story that they were leaving together as like a group decision, even though all of them were individually getting shafted. So basically vshojo just like completely snowed these people and made stories out like they were like causing problems internally, while actually they were all just getting stiffed on money, and then they were being NDA'd from being able to disclose it to anybody else, and so they basically were never able to defend themselves. There's also stories from some other very big creators like Shy Lily, who said that they actually did approach her and try to get her to join, and that she basically, when it started coming down to the contract negotiations, there were a bunch of red flags that she was trying to negotiate with them. One of the big ones was that they wanted a cut of third-party sponsorship things. And what that means is, by third party, that means because Lily is a member of Mythic talent, like if Mythic goes out and gets a sponsorship for Lily, basically vshojo was saying, we want a cut of that, even though we did literally none of the work. Like our whole job should be to get you these deals, but if another company gets you those deals, we want a cut of that also. And she was just like, absolutely the fuck not. And also she wanted them to sign a non-compete, as in, you know, if Mythic gets a sponsorship, that vshojo isn't allowed to basically underbid Mythic to that same sponsor in order to make it vshojo's sponsorship opportunity, and they weren't going to do that. Lily is part of Mythic, yes, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Several big VTubers are part of Mythic and have been for quite a while. As is, I believe Neanners is also, and I don't remember if Vebe and Silvervale are. But like there's a decent number of like decent sized VTubers that are part of Mythic. Mythic is basically they are what vshojo always sort of claimed that they were, which is that their job as an organization is to find and connect their talents to sponsors, and then they take a cut of those sponsorship deals, and that's about it, right? They don't right, so they're not VTuber explicit. I can't keep track of who's indie, who's corpo, or which corpo they belong to outside of Holo. Understandable, you know, understandable. Anyway, so Lily had like all these big red flags, and basically they weren't willing to negotiate on a bunch of them, and so they fell through it. And but the big red flag was that, you know, Lily is one of the founding members of Gamersups, and speaking of which, I'm gonna drink some Gamersups right now. Lily is one of the founding members of GamerSupps and has a substantial ownership in it. And at least this is my understanding. And basically vshojo, she was like, there is no world in which you are taking any money from GamerSupps. And they were like, okay, well, not for the first contract, but we won't promise that we won't try and take a percentage in a future contract. And she was like, no, sir. Like, I am a founding member of this company and you didn't do shit for it. Like, you're not getting any money out of that. And they basically tried to argue like, well, but if you're under our banner, then our banner drives, you know, attention and revenue towards that. So we should get a cut. And she was just like, nope, nope, not happening. So we had that. There was apparently during the first wave of quote unquote public auditions, many years ago at this point, apparently there was at least one, but a couple other people that made it all the way to the stage where vshojo was like, yes, we're going to onboard you. You know, we're going to onboard you and we're going to have you join, and, you know, it's going to be in X number of months or whatever. Right. And this whole process took many months in order to get there. And then eventually they were just like, actually, never mind. We changed our minds. Feel free to apply in the future. And then they offered them $500 as compensation for basically wasting months and months of their time and them likely turning down other offers that they had. And yeah, well, yeah, okay. So I actually followed the girls who were supposed to debut for them this year. They all blew up because of it. Yeah, well, this was for the previous ones when they hired Haruka. And then the same fucking thing happened. The same fucking thing happened with these ones, okay? Like, these interviews that went out, is what vshojo is doing not embezzlement? I don't really follow the details. Okay, so I'm gonna say probably, hashtag I'm not a lawyer, not legal advice, but it's almost certainly a crime. There is almost certainly a crime involved here. They are probably going to claim that all of the VTubers are independent contractors, and so like it doesn't fall under certain things for wage protections or things like that. However, with that said, I am certain that they are totally cooked when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the true legal technicalities, but anyway, that thing is what happened when they hired Haruka several years ago, and everybody was really up in arms about it at the time because they were saying like, why did you have public auditions, which sort of implied that people, like anybody had a shot, and then you just go and hire somebody that's obviously just like friends with the talent, you know? And to a certain extent, I sort of defended it as in like, listen, it can be an audition, but if you have obviously proven yourself to be able to be a good coworker and be a good content producer, you know, and things like that, then obviously you're gonna have a better shot. But to find out that they basically didn't do that, they actually just decided to hire Haruka, and then they just told everybody that had made it all the way to the end and been told that they were actually getting in, and they just were like, oh, I'm sorry, here's a $500 voucher. Apply later, I guess, maybe, is like, ooh, it's bad. And so then come last year in what, August or September or whatever it was, they finally did the same thing again, and they opened up auditions. And this one was the one where Zen was like, I fought hard for it because I really want new people to have a chance. And they went so far as to get people to the final stages again. And I believe that they were trying to pressure them into like streaming less and things like that leading up to the debut. And then they basically just said, never mind, we ran out of money. Again, the literally exact same thing that happened last time happened again this time. Fortunately, all of the ones that got in have been sharing their stories, and they have been doing really well. You know, they've been sort of popping off, blowing up, which is great. You know, great for them. Kiss on the cheek. Thank you, Skylar. They weren't allowed to stream until they debuted. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely fucking wild. Absolutely wild. And it keeps getting worse. There are actually so many reports for this. It's crazy. From what I read about embezzlement in the situation, it should be a lawsuit, allegedly, of course. Yeah, of course. Mint Phantom, former Niji Sanji member, was also literally signed to vshojo for over a year and hadn't told anybody in public because she hadn't like debuted with them. She was signed for over a year, and it basically happened right around the time that she did that podcast with Matara, and they did the merch, and neither of them got paid for the merch. Still haven't. Whoopsies, I guess. So yeah, like, and now she's like feeling guilty because of other people that she convinced to, join the company, things like that. It's so like that one's bad. Hey Yara, how's it going? Welcome in. I can't wait for our AI overlords to take over the overarching rulers of human society. It is funny how much like the business world is trying to use AI to replace skilled workers like programmers, when realistically things like management are probably the easiest things to replace. Amazing. Rip vshojo, yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. So yeah, Mint Phantom, another ex Niji Sanji, was literally signed and it never happened, and now it's obviously fallen apart. To that matter, literally right before I started streaming, I was watching a video from Quinn Bennett, another former Niji Sanji, probably going to go bankrupt, 1,000% going to go bankrupt. They have no money. They are probably going to try and go to bankruptcy so that they can try and discharge their own debts. Whether that's going to work due to the likely fraud that they've committed is another question altogether. But, so Quinn Bennett, also former Niji Sanji, was basically approached and poached while he was at Niji Sanji thinking of quitting, and vshojo was like, yeah man, we would totally love to have you. Obviously we can't sign anything while you're signed for this, but when you leave, like, hit us back up. And then he left and they were like, never mind. Bro was at the company and they were like, you should totally leave and join us. And then they were like, never mind. Fuck it, bro. Okay, like, so that one's bad too. Quinn got screwed again. Yeah, absolutely. Now he did say that like he didn't leave Niji Sanji because of that, but like if he did, it would have really sucked. Okay, listen, you guys are making me take care of myself. Imagine. Yeah, Yara, since all of this broke, every single talent has left. It is so over. I should just be a VTuber news network channel. You know what? Funny story. The first video I ever had that actually popped off on YouTube was me trimming a segment just like this, where I was talking to chat about all of the details of the Selen Tatsuki situation and all of the reported documents and how cooked Niji Sanji was. And I lightly edited it. It's just business. Yeah, I lightly edited it and I gave it a banger of a fucking thumbnail. Hold on, let me pull this up actually. Let me pull this up. Oof, ads. I know, right? We hate ads. Don't worry. I stopped during ads. So, you don't have to miss anything important because we all hate ads. It's just my time that I go, to the bathroom. The greatest vtuber that ever has lived. You're serious? Okay. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna let me show you the thumbnail I put up. Anyway, this one video that I made on my channel covering the Selen stuff. This is the thumbnail I used, by the way. Single-handedly, this video got me enough views and watch time and basically subscribers to monetize my YouTube channel overnight. So there was absolutely a period where I considered doing news content, W drama. I considered doing news content, because obviously like this worked. I did some more news content after that, and because it wasn't about like such a popular thing, kind of nobody cared. But I think that part of it is that I realized that I didn't want my entire identity as a creator to be about drama and to be about keeping up with the news, especially because news creators have to always be on top of it and ready to go at a moment's notice in order to get those like early bird clicks. And so I did have like a real moment where I had to think about whether that's what I wanted to build my entire community on. VTuber news goes so quickly. Yeah, exactly. So I still keep up with VTuber news, and when there's something big like this, obviously I like, you know, talking about it with chat and sort of like keeping you guys abreast of all the shit, because I do keep up with it, but it's very dicey and it's very negative. It invites a lot of negativity as a community, and it's very hard on your mental, to be perfectly honest. And so I kind of just realized that, like, yes, it works, but I also didn't want to be pigeonholed into that being the only thing that I do. So, you know, I tried to make a compromise where I was doing a shorts series called The Byte. And it was basically VTuber news, but me making sort of like satirical jokes about it. And it went fine. It went fine, actually. Like, the views on the shorts were decent. I would say that usually I would get between a couple thousand up to like sometimes 10 or 12,000 views. But eventually I just got tired of it, man. Like, I just got tired of trying to be funny about things that were honestly kind of depressing. And, you know, like, again, it's not my main content. So even though the shorts like did okay, like, that's not really, I hope that that's not really what everybody's here for, per se. So, you know, I can just accept my role as like that unk that like sits there reading the gossip entries and can spill the tea for everybody. But like, it's definitely not what I want my entire content to be. Would you say you've played these games before? I might say that. You came here because I'm a silly little guy. See, that's what I want. I like having discussions. I like having discussions about all sorts of things. I think that it's really fun to talk about things in detail, or talk about the nuance, or talk about the history of things. But I don't want that to only be drama. You know, I'm here for reasons. Yeah. I see you. Anyway, so yeah, so fun story. Fun story. There was a stint there where I considered it. Yeah. No PP bot? Excuse me? Imagine turning me into a gremlin right before the ads. The lore. Oh, you know what? That's fine. I can stay there. Not me trying to scroll back up on chat and then like making myself huge. You guys said a lot of stuff while I was talking about that. Oh yeah. It's hard to keep up with news. It's hard to be objective, yada yada. Yeah, ads are about to start in just a second. So we're gonna go and oh no. Oh no. I don't have a good voice for like the gremlin model. Anyway, during ads, we always get up and stretch and pee because I'm an old man. Yeah, the unhydration time. So make sure that you are taking care of yourselves as well. I will be pausing the conversation until we get back. And then we'll pick right back up because there's more. Imagine. But wait, there's more. Surely Twitch will actually start the ads when it fucking says it will. My God. Ha ha ha! That tickles! That tickles!
Oh, I see you guys want me to do Kermit voice, huh? I don't know. This is the best I can do about that, sir. Dry Kermit. Yeah. I should buy a boat. Yeah.
Making sure I'm not muted. Oh, man. I should buy a boat. That's right. That's me. Oh my god, it finally fucking works! Ain't no way. Well then, listen. Okay, first of all, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you so much.
Hey man, thank you for the 500 bits. I'm gonna go buy a boat with that right now. This is actually really hard on my vocal cords. Anyway, I've been trying to get this fucking thing to work for literally like 3 weeks worth of streams now. And, you know, I just said fuck it and told it to do 50 times as many. And, you know, there we went. Apparently it works now. I don't know. Can't explain that.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Oh my god. Literally though. Okay, literally though. I have been trying to get tits to work for so many streams, and all that I did was change it from 1 to 50, I think. But it's also supposed to do like 1 ball for every 10 bits. And so I think it just did 50 for every 10 bits, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what fixed it. Literally nothing. That's right. TITS, baby. Hold on. We're gonna do... No, it's not. It was more than that. It was 5 or... Yeah, it was 5 for every bit. Is like what it looks like it was set up to. I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking, we're just gonna go in here and, oh no, it's 10. Okay, we'll change it to 2. Great. We love that. Don't worry about it. We need 50 for every bit. No. I can't help but think of that Family Guy joke of traveling down the bayou asking which direction town is in. He pulls a shotgun and says, back the way you came. Oh, man. Anyway, well, there you go. There was them bits. Them bitties. Hitting mine titties. Oh, my God. Anyway, that was my best Kermit the Frog impression. Explaining the woes of all of the bits. Okay. All right.
Amen.
Let's see. Oh, there was like yet another thing with vshojo. Zion, aka Sayu synchronicity, not Sayu the male voice actor, Sayu the female android VTuber. Also formerly of Niji Sanji, and apparently she had basically also spoken to vshojo about joining, and she had talked to them about how there were multiple talents at Niji Sanji that were unhappy with the way that things were going, and like talked about maybe multiple of them leaving and then all joining vshojo as basically a Niji Sanji retirement home. And vshojo basically told her, honestly, that could be a great idea. And then when she got fired and basically dragged over the coals by Niji Sanji, they just ghosted her and said, eh. But then they went and fucking did it anyway for all the rest of her co-workers. What? Yeah. So Yeah, no, so yeah, like it's bad. It's like, it's so bad. It's so over. Wasn't vshojo jokingly seen as the retirement home for former corpo VTubers? Yes, exactly. Because that's exactly what they did. They started taking in all these former corpos from other companies and letting them rebrand and come and join vshojo, and multiple of them, all from the same company, from Niji Sanji. And, you know, the glasses are still off. It's true. It's true. They can stay off for right now. Yeah. I think, Curio? Which one's Curio? Is that the one that used to be, is that the one with a really deep, raspy voice like this? Are you talking about Kuro, or are you talking about... No, because there's the other one that was Hex Haywire. Is that the one? Hex Haywire? Well, is Curio Hex? Hey man, like, I've just got like a really hot model and a really hot voice, and everybody fucking loves me. It's pretty amazing, you know what I mean? It's my best impression of him. Yes, he's doing very well. He also approached vshojo, and they basically said, well, there's a bunch of rumors about you, so we're just not gonna like hire you. So he too was also mixed up in all of this. It's fucking wild how every major VTuber, it seems like, not every, but so many, both ones that are ex Niji Sanji and ex Hololive, but also some of the major indies, all have these horror stories about how they like made it past the auditions and then got ghosted, or like got promised and then it fell through, or they actually signed and then, you know, got canceled, or they actually signed and it never came, or they collaborated with Niji Sanji or with vshojo before, you know, before something official and then were never paid for it. Like, it's just constant. And if I remember correctly, don't take my word on this, but if I remember correctly, I guess it's reported that they basically got $10 million of investment startup funding that's just like gone. Sanji, yeah, right. So, you know, in typical Silicon Valley venture capitalism, they took in a bunch of money, burned brightly, and never made any back, and then have been Ponzi scheming all the way down the road. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. Man, yeah. No, it's wild. I've never seen a company shit the bed this hard, and Niji Sanji shit the bed really hard. Like, really hard. But the speed, the velocity, and acceleration of this bitch is nearly asymptotic, okay? It's some sexy math words in there. Asymptotic. Does Niji still exist? It does. Niji Sanji does exist. However, with that being said, its English side has taken massive hits and is not particularly doing well. Its Japanese side seems to be doing just fine, from my understanding. Largely because I think Japan just doesn't give a shit about the Western VTubing sphere. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. I think they're just sort of insulated from it and they just don't care. And so like Japan's always been Niji Sanji's like prime moneymaker, and that's part of the reason that Niji Sanji has had so many structural issues on the English side, is that they have very few staff members that speak English. And it seems like a lot of the talents have basically had to turn into both talent and staff, which has then led to problems either with their inexperience, their youth, their like cliques, or things, and like all sorts of things like that happen when you are both a manager and a talent at the same time, but also responsible for other people's stuff. Like it anyway. So the point is, yes, they're still around. Their English side is not doing super well. You know, but their JP side's doing fine. So yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy though. Like this, to have literally all of your talents walk out within 24 hours is, there's just no words. The new boys are wonderful though and deserve support. That's the thing. Like, I'll read Aeon's comment in a second. That's the thing that's really difficult, is a lot of like the people that joined Niji Sanji afterwards were like, I guarantee you they were signed before any of the shit happened, you know? And so like they're doing what they can, they're doing their best. And it's really difficult because at the end of the day, you can't support the talent without supporting the company. And so it's really challenging when you have like big beef with a company, but you want the talent to succeed, but the only way for the talent to succeed also keeps the company succeed. Like, I don't know, it's really tough. I definitely am of the mind that you should, you know, continue supporting the talents that you want. Niji's better than Hollow at promoting their male talent, which sucks. Dude, yeah, it does suck. It like still is kind of crushing to me to like see some of the, like literally some of the people that have been there for multiple years on the EN side of Hollow Stars, and you know, they have fewer subs than pre-debut waves. Like, oh yeah, it's rough. Like I don't know that they know what they're doing, and it's really sad because I think that they're all really talented and really entertaining and interesting people, but like I didn't know Hollow Stars existed till like this year. Yeah, exactly. Well, and the shitty thing too is that like they very much suffer from that culture of like nobody can touch our precious virgin girls. You know, where like when they collab with the guys, so many people throw shit fits, and it's insane. I mean, some of my favorite collabs that ever happened were between basically all of my Oshis all in one collab, both on the male and female side. The so-called, as I call it, Hollow Salt, which was Crony, Calliope Mori, Mori Calliope, excuse me, and then Vesper and Magni, and like the level of like bro salt that happened in that one was the funniest shit. Ollie got a ton of flack for collabing with Hollow Stars. Yeah, I love it when the women in hololive collab with the guys and then people complain about it, and then they basically just pull up and they're like, hey, quit your bullshit, these are my friends, like go fuck yourself. If you don't like it when I collab with a friend, like go fuck off in a corner, I don't want to hear about it. I love it when they just like whip out their big fucking, they slap out their big fucking rulers and just like tell people to just fuck off and grow up. But unfortunately that stigma is still there very much, and it's just like, yeah. ERB, Gerard, Ollie, and Flayon have a tornado of chaos, and I love it. Yeah, it's tough, it's rough. Like, I don't know, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. I think part of the challenge too is that Niji Sanji very much leans into the like sex factor for the males, and Hollow doesn't as much. And there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it does cause a lot of more awkward situations or really awkward parasocial things where like I feel like hololive doesn't lean into the sex angle very much at all for men or women, and I feel like Niji leans into it for men but a lot less for women. And yeah, the BFE stuff, exactly. Vox, exactly. Yeah, at least, yeah. And so it's really tough because that comes with like a lot of extra baggage, both for the talent and for the fans and for like managing it. So I don't know, it's tough. I don't know. It's challenging stuff to talk about. Aeon said, the thing that boggles my mind is that they had talent that could have brought in money asking to be let in, and they seem to have screwed them over. The most well-known and respected VTuber in the company, and also has the mainstream pull in the streaming world. Yeah. vshojo, right? Yeah. No, it's wild. It's crazy, dog. Vox has stopped that for the most part. Is he still sussy? Yes, but he tries to be mostly sweet. Yeah. I mean, I've never really watched Vox, but I think I think it's still like a realistic way to describe how he was marketed, right? And I think that's, I don't know, it's just challenging. Like, yeah, I don't know. And like in the indie side of things, a lot of female VTubers bank a lot on sex appeal, which is perfectly fine, but like also comes with a lot of its similar, a lot of the same problems, right? So it's not like I'm really like trying to call out the guys here for this. It's just that like Niji Sanji seems to be one of the main ones where the guys actually do bank on that. The stigma's there. It's honestly how I know him, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's complicated, and it's tough too, because like the marketing listen man, I'm not good at marketing, and even I know that it's hard to like figure out what a good niche is as like, I don't know, as a male VTuber that's not doing BFE stuff. Like, I at least have some like the flirty fun aspect, you know. I like being a little sussy, you know, a little sussy baka, but I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough out there. And it's so weird too, because with like flesh streaming, face cam streaming, so to speak, like guys are the ones dominating the charts. And I don't know why. I don't get, like, I don't understand why at all. But like, it's completely different with VTubing, and that's also, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. Somebody smarter than me probably has answers, but not me. Couldn't be me. It's weird how people prefer anime women to anime men. Yeah, there's definitely some of that. My newest Oshi is rarely ever sussy. He gets too nervous and flustered. He's precious for this world. I mean, I guess my point is not that you have to be sussy to succeed, as much as that it helps, and I enjoy like a certain degree of that. You know what I mean? Not that like you have to be, right, by any means. Because I would say the most successful male VTubers, or like several of them, are not sus at all, right? On the indie side, the male VTubers that are successful are like really, I don't know, like they're unhinged, but they're not sussy. There are good ones out there. You include, oh, thank you. My Oshi is an unk and a vampire? Who? Who is it? Oh, man. Yeah, it's... I guess what I will... Thank you for the silly face. I guess what I will say is that it's also been really frustrating / challenging on social media for the last couple of days, because there's been a lot of people coming out talking about their experiences with vshojo, and some of them are talking about how devastating it is to learn how bad this company is, because they had put so much hope and energy into trying to get in. And so I'm not talking about the people that specifically like got in, those 3 talents that have come out that like basically said they got signed and then all of a sudden got canceled. But there's been a lot of people, or at least a handful of people, that have come out and talked about how they made it past the initial phase of the application, and how much, you know, like blood, sweat, and tears they poured into their applications and their interviews, and the hope that they had, and then like how crushing it was to get rejected because it feels like such a you take it so personally. It feels like such a failure on your part, even though that's like probably not fair, right? It's probably not fair to think of it as personal failure, but you put so much time and energy and hope into something, and then to like blow it as you would see it is like really devastating. And like several people have talked about those feelings and how it's so complicated with now finding out that like not only did you invest all of those feelings and all of that effort and then like come up short, but then to like find out after the fact that it was like a fucked up company, but like at the same time that doesn't change the feelings that you had. And it's really difficult because I feel like a lot of people are calling that like a form of clout chasing, or like trying to make it about you, not about the company or the situation. And I think that's really difficult. I think because I think that that's a really genuine, heartfelt sentiment to share, and a really complex emotional issue and circumstance to be in. And it's really unfortunate that some people are viewing that as being like taking advantage of things, but at the same time, they don't have any problems with people that are big and have made it being like, yeah, vshojo approached me in the past, but I didn't like them and turned them down. Like everybody's like, ooh, there's evidence that vshojo bad, then it's fine. But if somebody says like, I have complicated feelings about this because I used to hold them in such high esteem, and they look at that and they're like, oh, you're just trying to make it about you. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think that that's the case. I think a lot of people are holding in some of those feelings and were / technically probably still are under NDA and have never been able to talk about those kinds of feelings. And so now that like everybody's talking openly about it, it is very tempting to want to sort of commiserate with heartbreak that you've had, even if it wasn't really like the company wronging you. And I just like, I hate that social media is so quick to just like paint people as being disingenuous or sharing their own thoughts and experiences in response to something that's topical. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I find it very frustrating and very difficult to observe that, I should say, I guess. On the one hand, I understand the disappointment. On the other hand, I grew up in New York City theater. It's basically blood sport with a side of gambling because there's known predators. It feels like people in the VTuber space don't understand that in entertainment, you need to get used to rejection. It's considered good to put out 100 applications in a month and hear back from 3 to 5, not to get the job, but to hear back. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely true. I guess I would be curious, like, how people feel, how much that changes if they got farther along in casting. Because I do think that like most people don't feel that bad about not making it past the first round of an application when you know that there's like literally tens of thousands of people applying. But it feels a lot more personal when you made it past that first filter, you know? And then, yeah. Not getting a job feels bad when you gotta eat. Yeah, I mean, that's true too, of course. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like the VTubing scene is simultaneously so big, but also so small. Serotonin prank, get in the cuddle pile. Fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I know someone who got quite far in the applications. You know, at least third stage or so. that was expressing some of these feelings and talking about how it made them want to quit streaming. And I was immediately just like, man, I totally get what you're saying, or like what you're feeling, you know, like, and I'm glad you didn't quit. And so it's just like really frustrating for me to see other people be like trying to tear down people that are sharing these experiences. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like as long as you're not being a douchebag, like let people say their piece, you know? So in other good news though, related, I guess, is that Iron Mouse opened up a Tiltify link for the same charity, the Immunodeficiency Foundation, and it has raised, I think, over $1 million now in the last like 2 days from the VTubing community at large. And so, you know, it doesn't really make up for the fact that they got scammed, and all of the people who, you know, subbed for the subathon knowing that that money was supposed to go to charity had it not go to charity or not go to Iron Mouse. But it has been really nice to see everybody sort of come together. That was fast. Decided it's 600K. Yeah. It's been going really fast. Yeah. So yeah, it's so, you know, there's good news too. there's some good news, I guess. So I don't know. It's boy, it's hard to imagine things getting like even crazier than this, but you never know. The fact that 1 million was raised in response to 500,000 getting scammed speaks to people's fundamental sense of fairness. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And a lot of big creators have been donating to it too, you know, which is great. You know, a lot of 5K and 10K donos from like very big creators. Yeah, I love that VTube Studio also donated. Hell yeah, Chads, VTube Studio Chads, without whom all of this would be impossible. Well, not impossible, but much worse, at least. Doki, yeah, Doki did. Doki donated, and then Mint donated $1 more so that she could joke that she was on top. And then Doki donated more. So listen, we're all in it for these shipping wars. If their shipping war is who can donate more to charity, all right? All right, you know? You love to see it. Oh my god. Well, let's see. So that is a good shipping war. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those two are so like adorkable. Donating wars are some of my favorite things to see. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool, especially when it's for something like charity, you know. You want to know some weird / sad news, though? That literally none of you would know about? My phone's power button fell out. I didn't know that could happen. I mean, I guess I knew, but like, I did drop it, to be fair. I did drop it. Not very far, but I dropped it. It seems like, oh, you thought I was gonna say something about Aussie? Well, I figured you guys did know about that one. Aussie was vshojo's final Horcrux. Yeah, no, so I dropped it, and then the power button came out, and I guess there's like 2 little foam pieces that are like inside it that help it stay in the slot, and they basically have just degraded to the point where they didn't have any more springiness, and so it came off. I've looked around to try and get a replacement, and it turns out that basically none of the replacements have the foam pieces, and so they also don't work. So unfortunately, how old is my phone? Like, it's a Pixel 5, so like probably 3 or 4 years at this point. I don't remember. So unfortunately, the most reliable way I've seen people talk about fixing this issue is to get a case for your phone that is like fully surrounds it and has like the case has a button so that then basically the case will hold the button in. So my current case, I actually am directly pressing the button. Like there's an opening there and I just press the buttons myself. But like a slightly bigger case or a slightly different kind of manufactured case has a button like on the outside. So the button presses the button. And new phone time, this will destitute me? No. So it's unfortunate because I printed, I got a custom case for this phone that has the like album or the single art for one of Callie's first songs on it, and I really love how it looks as a phone case because it's just like the perfect art for it. Actually, hold on. Let me just pull this up for y'all. Nope, not artists. Art. Image. Yeah, good enough. All right, copper, download, save image. So basically my phone art, so my phone basically just has this like on the back and it has a really nice, like the background's a little bit different, but I think it looks like really sick to have that right below the camera lens. And then it's just like the camera lens. So unfortunately I have to give up my sick custom case that I had printed out in order to get a more generic, like just black case that it like covers and encases the buttons. And yeah, so I have to get a boring phone case. I'm very sad about it. Well, no, so it popped out, but my current case like doesn't actually cover the power button. It like goes around the power and volume, if that makes sense. So it's not it like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it exactly. It just like makes a little like U. Femboys are tomboys. Tomboys. Tomboy supremacy. Tomboy supremacy. No, you. Hell yeah. Listen, we here at Gry Inc. are huge supporters of tomboy supremacy, all right? Did someone say femboys? Yeah, anyway, so I could what? What is decoupage? Decoupage? What does that mean? What does that mean? I should make a femboy outfit? People already say I'm a femboy. People already say that, okay? All right, listen. Also, how's it going, Carlos? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? You're back? Your internet went out? Well, it happens. There's me in a maid outfit. That's true. There is art of me in a maid outfit somewhere in the world. Yeah, I mean, I could put it on stream again. Listen, I had the art made. It exists, okay? It exists. That's right, them cheeks be getting clapped, baby. Screenshot it for the folder. Listen, I can just post it. I think I probably did post it in the art section on my Discord. Are you joking? Like, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Hold on. Commission, art. See? Oh, God, it was so fast. I'm so good at organizing some things, okay? This took literally 5 seconds to pull up. There you go. You print out the design you want, and you sort of paper mache it. Oh, okay. 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 Discord? There is a Discord, Genu. If you do !Discord, the link will pop up. Or you can click it down below. Yeah, that's me. Look at them beautiful exposed legs, but still with the combat boots, you know? You have a very off-topic question for me? Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Our topics that I prepared for tonight are starting to run dry. So, you know, I figured I'd try and carry the chatting segment at least until the next ad break before we switch over to Indiana Jones, but... What about the gender swapped one my wife used? That doesn't really count as femboy though, right? Like, that's more like tomboy, if anything. That's this one. Do I enjoy Hellsing Abridged? I have not watched it. I haven't watched it. I'm not an expert on things. I only dress them sometimes. Aeon, that is like a peak you statement. Okay. Oh, weird. All right. I don't know why it auto-modded you on that one. That's a totally normal thing to say. That's fine. You can't watch Abridged anymore ever since Takahata? Yeah. Anyway, I haven't watched Abridged anything in quite a while. I found the trend quite funny. But I also got tired of the humor of a lot of them eventually. So I found them funny for a while, but kind of like stopped. Takahata was a voice actor in several of those Abridged series and was also a VTuber, the like bartender. And it's a little, to my knowledge, unclear what exactly happened. But there were some allegations, we'll say, that, you know, he sort of vaguely tried to say that he had a perspective on, and some of his friends basically said, okay, I heard your perspective out and it's still bad. And so he's basically just like stepped away from the scene altogether. What exactly the allegations are, I can only guess. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to speculate on that because it's a very serious matter. But basically, he kind of left in disgrace due to allegations TM that seem to have been cross-checked by people that were close to him and said, like, yeah, it's actually bad, bro. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And so he was involved in several Abridged series as voice actor, which would be the context for that. So I don't know which ones. It's not something that I followed actually that closely, other than the fact that I knew who he was, and I knew that a lot of people really liked him, and I knew that he did Abridged stuff before vtubing. So yeah. Anything with Team 4-Star has Takahata? Okay. Okay. See, I didn't really know exactly which ones he was in. So yeah. I'm sure I could look it up. I'm sure I could look it up. Discord yeets Twitch? Yeah, fair enough. Fortunately, my rules are pretty lax, I would say. Okay, in DBZ Abridged, Takahata was the voice of Nappa, Bardock, Cell, Dende, and a few other random people. How was my day today? Pretty good. I got a lot of sleep, which kind of like took me out of it a little bit, and did a little shopping and caught up on the VTubing news again. So it's been a pretty chill day for the most part. Lucky, I know. Well, I've been behind on sleep for quite a while, so yeah. Also, speaking of D&D from earlier, I was actually watching a video a little bit. I was skimming through it. I guess playtest copies have gone out for the Cosmere tabletop RPG. This does count as a bingo hit for Sanderson, I will say, in case anybody is playing bingo tonight. But those of you who are unfamiliar, by the way, if you type !bingo, you can get a bingo card for tonight's stream. And if you type !current bingo, you can see which things that I have said that hit the bingo, and you can see if you get a bingo. And the first person to get 5 bingos is going to get a gift card. Although, if you haven't started now, it might be a little hard to catch up. But you never know. You never know. Anyway, the Cosmere Tabletop RPG test rules, I guess, have gone out to some content creators. And it was kind of fun listening to them talk about it. I think it sounds like it is. We're all gooning. Oh, hey, oh, sir, brother. Hello. All right. Fair enough. It sounds like a medium rules complexity system, but with a high barrier to entry because it does things differently, and maybe the order that it explains mechanics is kind of difficult. And if you're not already all in on the Cosmere and know the setting and stuff, it's going to be really hard to grok what... Oh my god. I hate that I can't say the word grok without thinking of fucking Twitter right now. Ugh. You have to ask because you've been seeing that word a lot. What does gooning mean? Gooning... I would say the closest approximation is just jerking off / edging. Originally, it was sort of extreme edging, if you will. But now people just sort of say it to mean overly admiring attractive characters. Hence games being called gooner bait, if that makes sense. You're like, oh man, did you see all those characters in ZZZ? It's total gooner bait. Yeah. It's one of those things where its meaning has been diluted a lot since its inception. So it's kind of just kind of a term for thinking sussy thoughts, I guess. But it's got some I was about to say it's got some sauce behind it, but I don't think that means it in the way that I meant it. But anyway, yeah. But I do think that that's an interesting challenge in things like the tabletop RPG sphere, where having a setting that is very integral to how the system works is both really good and really bad. Because if you're into the setting, that's awesome. And if you're not, then it's really harmful. And especially when the setting comes from a fictional work, it really is there to sell it to your existing audience and a lot harder to sell it to a new audience. Wait, you missed the gooning conversation? Well, you know what it means. You know what it means, Kaiser. You know what it means. There's always going to be a time when somebody has to ask old man Gry what some internet slang is. I've been there and seen it all. You prematurely pressed send? Well, listen, sometimes we prematurely press send, and that's just a normal part of... Yeah, no, anyway. Amazing. Meow. You know what? We can hit some sussy as well. Oh, I think I don't even think I ever got around to this. I was trying to say on Monday, but then I got so enraptured in all of the vshojo stuff. Over the weekend, I went to the Dimension 20 Quantum Quangle live play in Seattle, and it was a lot of fun. It was a very chaotic, very hectic event, but very fun. The Blue Spirit around, what is it? Them pressing enter too early. That is my little spirit companion. Her name is Hex. Boy, did I forget to fucking launch that again? I totally did, didn't I? I totally did, didn't I? Missed one thing. How was it? Yeah, I'll tell him that in a second. There's my little spirit. She's my little companion. In my headcanon, Hex is female. And you wait, has been nuked somehow. Oh, you'll be fine. You should be able, Did somebody redeem something just now?
Pog online poggers.
No. Okay. You should be able to ask Hex a question with the channel point redeem. Ask Hex or talk to Hex. Warning, she will give you a fairly bitchy answer because that's how I told her to be. She is my little tsundere companion.
Bananas on pizza. That's a culinary crime. Whoever thought of that should be haunted for eternity. Stick to toppings that don't make me question humanity's taste buds. Pizza should be an art, not some bizarre fruit salad. Barker.
There you go. See? Don't ever put bananas on pizza, all right? Don't blame me, blame the Swedes. And there you go. Anyway, yeah, she's a little digital spirit that I have trapped here with me. You know, she's my little tsundere companion. Dessert pizzas are a thing. True. Dessert pizzas are totally different. Yeah, the rules are different for dessert pizzas. We do love dessert pizzas in this dojo, but I would absolutely not put bananas on a red sauce and cheese pizza. Anyway, Dimension 20. It was a lot of fun. Stadium was not full, but it was very packed. You redeemed an Ara. Oh, Genu. Are you looking for some little soul stealing there? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was very wacky. Bust. Oh lordy, I'm about to bust. No, it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was basically a non-canon event where all of the characters have been like quantum entangled with all of the characters that their players have played. And so they all had these little like Power Ranger bracelets, and they basically could just activate it and switch at any time on their turn to any character that they have played in, like, not any character, but like a bunch of the characters that they have played. And so there was like a bunch of hijinks as they ran into, you know, villains from all of their different campaigns all working together to end the multiverse as they were swapping between their, you know, space cowboy pirates or their people literally made of candy, or their Grimm's fairy tale characters, or their regular D&D fantasy characters that just do a Breakfast Club high school. And so it was very silly, very tongue-in-cheek, a lot of fun. At one point, Brennan was like, they like rescued an NPC, and the NPC was like, the time I came from before here may have been one of the best times in my life. And everybody in the audience was like, "Aww," and he goes quiet, like he's just like, "Oh, boo-hoo." The audience had too much empathy for his DM speech. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Whenever somebody rolled a natural 20, they would like turn on a bunch of lights in celebration, and they would have a guy come out and shoot a t-shirt into the crowd with one of those shirt cannon things. It was good times. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It cricked the fuck out of my neck though. Holy shit, because I was like mostly looking up at those big screens in order to see like more closely what was going on. And boy, looking for 4 hours straight up at an angle, it's bad for your neck. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you were aware, but you should definitely stretch and like take a bath to recover. Yeah. Anyway, it was fun though. It was really fun. I'm pretty sure that they broadcast it. I don't know when they broadcast it though, but yeah. Live D&D shows, pretty fun. Turns out. Also, the food at the stadium was pretty good. You just sneezed and somebody said Godzilla, and I was like, what, did you say Godzilla? And they said they do it all the time and no one catches it. That's really funny, actually. Like the fire breath. Oh, dude, I actually kind of love that. Low-key, I love, instead of saying Gesundheit, saying Godzilla. That's great. I might steal that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Oh, that's yours? That's my idea. Listen, we're all here to share our mutual theft of each other's hilarious ideas, all right? Okay? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll forget it in an hour or so. Well, it's on the VODs for all time. It was a customer I was checking out. You were checking out your customers? That's naughty. I'm going to permanently borrow it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Oh, that was what I was going to say. Speaking of Genu, because I wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunters again with our anime friends, but we are trying to power through the end of JJK season 2. And I don't know what the general anime community's opinion on season 2 was, but I think that it has been bad. I think that JJK season 2 is not a good season. Like, at all. I did actually start looking up, because we're getting close to the end. We only have 5 episodes left. I love the Derpy Tiger. Oh my god, the Derpy Tiger is such an icon. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm only following season 2 for one fight. If you know, you know. I mean, okay. I don't. I mean, it's fine. Oh, not season 2? Okay. Well, it's just bad. I looked it up online and I feel like I'm seeing really split answers between people that are basically saying the same thing that I am, which is that the storytelling and pacing is god awful, and it's just going from fight to 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 fight, and with like no emotional stakes, and that like sure a lot of the fights are animated okay, but like I just don't care about any of them, and so the pacing is just like getting really tedious, and that like the first half of the season was good storytelling, but also kind of out of nowhere. And then there's other people that are like, oh, the first half of the season was boring and the second half was peak anime. And I'm like, it's literally just fights without context. It's crazy. It's crazy. We watched K-pop again last night with a friend who hates musicals. He said if you take the music out, it's a 7 out of 10. I mean, yeah, if you took the music out of a movie where the music is an integral part of the storytelling and the journey, like, yes, correct. That's like saying if you took out the action from an action movie that it wouldn't be good. Like, yeah, and has anyone seen the new Loki skin in Marvel Rivals? I've seen that like a lot of the summer skins are very man-slutty, and I approve. I have said that the newer generation of animes that have replaced Naruto, DBZ, and the likes are just mid. Yeah, they are. Hey, Draco, how's it going? They are. It depends. It depends on which anime we're talking about, but I would say that like the shonen battle anime, in many ways, often actually are kind of better experiences than the old big three, but that's largely because they don't have a billion episodes of filler. They have much better animation and often get to the point faster, but a lot of them aren't really doing anything new either, you know? I hate the fan service in anime, then people call me a gooner. Wait. They call you a gooner when you hate the fan service? That's wild. It's not a musical, technically. It's a movie about 2 bands. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of music, but I don't consider it a musical. I would consider it a musical. They are singing as like part of their character like arcs. It's not just singing when they're in the band. Like they're singing about their character growth or about them coming together or things like that. Oh, they call you a gooner for watching anime with fan service. Yeah. I think that there's a big tendency of people to look at things with good animation and say it's a good anime. And I don't think that those things are necessarily related. Like, I think that you actually have to have good vibes or good story or good storytelling. And then if you have good animation, then it's like a 10 out of 10. But if you're just like, ooh, pretty fights, and everything else feels hollow or annoying or boring, then I could not care less about it. Could not care less about it. You truly watch it for the plot? Imagine. Demon Slayer is a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. I watched the first season and got really bored by the end. And I was like, damn, this animation slaps, but I don't care at all. And so I stopped watching it. And that's exactly how I feel about JJK also. Your favorite anime is Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan is actually like a legendary anime because it has really interesting storytelling and themes and all of that, and a stellar soundtrack and stellar art design and animation. Like, yeah, Attack on Titan deserves its laurels. My Hero Academia just got me more and more disappointed. Yes, also that. Demon Slayer is mid, but I'm still watching the Infinity Castle in theaters. I mean, watching it in theaters is kind of fun because it's like short and super insane. AOT and Vinland are the only newer ones I like. Have you checked out Apothecary Diaries? Because I fucking love that show. It's not a fighting show, but I do love it. Yeah. There's... yeah. Oh, it's ad time. All right, I gotta pee. Okay, we're back. Yeah, what I was talking about. Oh, modern anime. There you go. Watched it with my husband. And then I watched it again a week later, and he went out of town, and I watched it again in a week. I hate my obsessive personality. I was so obsessed with it. And now I'm that way with K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh, you were that way with what? With Apothecary Diaries? Because honestly, understandable. I really enjoyed that show. Or Free Run. I also really enjoyed Free Run. Oh, Attack on Titan? I mean, okay, fair enough. Also, Attack on Titan. Welcome in, Be Suspicious. Welcome into the database. Yeah, AOT is very good. Very intense, obviously, but very well made. Very well made. I know I've talked about it before, but my big pet peeve with a lot of the like shonen fighting anime is that they like want to introduce you to an ensemble cast and make you care about this power system and, you know, whatever restrictions they put in. But then they like, without fail, always give the main character the like extra juice superpower that nobody else has, often just giving them multiple powers that nobody else gets multiple powers. And I'm just like, I'm so tired of that being the only way that they tell these stories, that like, I would so much rather have it be about things like teamwork and about like working together and making interesting combinations than like this character just suddenly develops more abilities that nobody else gets to. Like, I don't know. I've just gotten so tired of that format. And so when I started noticing that that's exactly what was happening in Demon Slayer and like My Hero, I was just like, I'm a dip. Like, I don't care anymore. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. You haven't seen Apothecary or Free Run yet. Both of them are excellent. They are both really good storytelling. They both have good animation, but they're not like about fighting. There's no fighting in Apothecary Diaries, but there is some fighting in Free Run, but like it's not about fighting. Storytelling is like great. The main character's really interesting. It's so good. I have people that only watch certain anime, which each second is fighting and animation. I don't care about that. The lore and the plot and storytelling. Yeah, like I like a good fight as much as anybody else, but I have to actually care about the fight. You know, just watching a fight without any context doesn't do anything for me. But like watching the childhood friends who have been separated and become enemies, like have their big showdown, like that shit is peak, you know? I hear violence. Oh, you're watching Full Metal Alchemist right now? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Are you watching original or Brotherhood? Important question. But FMA is goated for a reason. It's the top of my anime list for a reason. As always, if you want to roast my taste in anime, you can always type !MAL and get my ratings of anime. Brotherhood, you've never seen it before? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What I will say is the beginning is really fast paced. I don't know if you're aware of why. The beginning is really fast paced, probably overly fast paced, in fact. And the reason for that is because the original Full Metal Alchemist basically covered half the series, or maybe 40% of it. And then they caught up with the manga, and the manga like writer was, you know, like ill and wasn't able to really be like finishing it at the time. And so they just sort of made up their own ending to it. But the problem is once they finished the manga, they wanted to readapt it. But if they readapted it, then like the first half of it would be the same. So they kind of just did a speed run, which if you've already seen the first one, you're like, okay, we're getting through these story elements a lot faster, which is nice because I don't want to watch it for 30 episodes. But they basically crammed 30 episodes from the first FMA into the first 14 episodes of Brotherhood. And so if you're like, who are these characters? Am I supposed to know them? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to know them. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it will slow down and the writing will improve. I'm not saying the writing's like bad in the beginning, but it is like really breakneck, really fast paced, because at the time it came out, it was sort of assumed that you'd already seen the first one. It does not rely on you having seen it, but they also had to make it assuming that people had seen it. So they really like speed run some of the early stuff. Yeah. Has anybody seen Amphibia? storytelling is good and it takes its time on the plot and other things. Haven't heard of it. Have not heard of it. Anyway, Brotherhood is like one of my favorites of all time. Someone remaster or reanimate Berserk and not 3D. Oh God. Yeah, talk about a history of bad adaptations. My God. Good Lord. Good Lord. And then there's always one of my other favorite shonen anime, which is Haikyuu. Can't go a stream without talking about Haikyuu, can he? You cry too much to your husband, always find stuff that makes me cry. I mean, stuff that makes you cry is often like stuff that's hitting emotionally well, you know? I don't know. There's a lot of good anime that definitely is, you know? Yeah. Have I ever heard of Gotchaman crowds? No, I haven't. No, I have not. What was I about to do? Oh, there we go. Undertale / Delta Rune movie? I don't know. I feel like it would lose some of its charm if it wasn't in the sprite style that it has, you know? What is Gotchaman crowds about? Like what's the general... Has a good message and mentality, especially how society is at the moment. Ooh. Can you have recommendations for anime? Absolutely. As in, like, do you want to make anime recommendations or do you want to ask for them? First times you cried was watching Piccolo sacrifice himself for Gohan, but it was subbed because the song was different. Let's go. Let's go. You want to ask about them? Okay. Fair. I mean... I guess it just depends on what you like. Like I said, of recent anime, I would highly endorse Free Rent and Apothecary Diaries as stories with interesting writing and main characters that don't just like only rely on action, but are well animated. Your first anime is Wolf's Rain, which no one knows? Oh my God, that is so old. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wait, when did that come out? Like 2000? Maybe 2004? Oh my God, I'm so good. It came out in 2003. Yeah, boy. Oh my God. Amazing, incredible, peak. Jesus, man. Gotta go back to the OG Astro Boy. Yeah, listen, I haven't watched Wolf's Rain, but I do know of it. I've been watching anime since 1995 or some shit, okay? I was made in the 2010s, which is more focused on the society and the idea of having heroes. It's slow, but it's so good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of older anime is a lot slower. Not all of it, of course, but sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. The big problem with anime from the 2000s is that a lot of it was based on manga and they would catch up to it and then they would just have to make up bullshit filler, or they would try to not catch up with it by stretching every episode out way too long. And like it really hurt the watchability, especially now that you've gotten used to like better storytelling in anime. So like a lot of old anime, the slow burn was like not good, but in some old anime, the slow burn was good because that was just the vibe of it, as opposed to a more corporate problem, so to speak. Your top 3 anime recommendations will always be Psychopaths, Hoseki no Kuni, and Gotchaman Crowds. Okay. Trying to get my husband to watch it. We started 4 times, and I'm watching your favorite anime. We gotta watch mine. Okay, fair enough. Valid. Mob Psycho is also quite good. Yeah. Like I said, I will always stand for Haikyuu. It's an anime that sounds like it won't be interesting because it's about volleyball. But I don't care about volleyball. I've never watched volleyball. I don't watch sports in general in real life, but like when I tell you that like when I tell you that the like story arcs in that anime are so good and show such good like character growth and character development, some of which are layered for like multiple seasons of slow burn. It is so good, and the action is so good, but it's not. I fucking love Haikyuu. All right, I fucking love it. Yeah, they're both wildly different stories. I would say that AOT is finished and is very thought-provoking. Mob Psycho, to my knowledge, is not actually finished per se. I liked season 1 of Mob Psycho a lot, and Mob is done? Okay, I didn't really like season 2 that much, and I never watched season 3. The animation in Mob Psycho is insane, and some of the messages are like also really interesting, but I also got tired of it pretty quick after season 1. You think season 3 should be the last one? Okay, yeah. I didn't watch season 3, so yeah. Yeah. Season 2 got very shonen. Yeah, that's the thing. I like shonen when it's done well, but like that wasn't why I liked Mob Psycho, you know? Shirley Freeren, GGO, Bye Bye Earth. Okay. You gonna watch AOT? All right. AOT is very good. Very intense, very violent, very brutal, very, like I said, very thought-provoking. A lot of interesting discourse about it, but it's also very good for like a thriller. I also think it's a lot better to be able to binge it. Have I ever watched Mushishi? No, I haven't, but I have a friend that's like their favorite anime. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard that it's really good. Watch at your discretion. Okay. Mushishi is a masterpiece. That's what I've heard. It's a very like slow burn one too, right? Very thoughtful, I guess. Like it's very Freeren type. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Having not seen it, but that's been my impression, that it's very introspective and very like slow but really good. Given how much I enjoyed Freeren, like I probably should look into that. Yeah. I very much ebb and flow with anime where I get really tired. Oh my God, somebody put my glasses back on. That's crazy. I definitely get worn out on a lot of sort of like modern anime. So I'll kind of like stop watching it for quite a while, but every once in a while I'll come back and catch up on like the big bangers. Giving me my eyesight back. Thank you. Truly. I think the main issue with Mushishi is trying to find the first season. Oh no! Arnar! Not like this. Not like this. Sorry, I was just looking up a quick summary of Wolf's Rain. Again, it's one of those ones that I like remember coming out, but I never watched it, so. Me waiting for Hunter x Hunter to make an anime comeback? Yeah, man. The best brain off anime is Bofuri? Okay. Normally, I don't like the like MMO fantasy anime where they're just like, yeah, so it's just an MMO basically, because I find it to be usually really boring. However, Bofuri was very funny because the point of it wasn't for the main character to be cool whatsoever. It was for them to be like goofy and cute and like wacky. And so it worked really well because like it was just funny. That one tickled my brain. I did enjoy Bofuri. It was very cute. My husband can't see without his glasses unless it's really close to his face. Oh no, that's terrible. I have astigmatism, so like reading at a distance I can't do, but it's not like bad. You know what I mean? It's literally the comfort anime. Oh yeah, that's great. We love to see it. Yeah. Haikyuu is my comfort anime. Real character growth, the power of friendship, examining your own biases and problems, and coming together, learning to work with others. You used to have a lazy eye, but glasses corrected it? Hell yeah. I actually learned that apparently you can get less astigmatism as you age. Like, I actually had to adjust my prescription down because my astigmatism got better. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that happened, but apparently it does. Or it can, anyway. I tried Haikyuu, but I just can't follow sports animes. The only one you managed to follow the longest was Diamond no Ace. I mean, fair enough. It's not for everyone, for sure. How long did you watch? Just out of curiosity. I did always enjoy it from the beginning, but I would say that it definitely gets better. Hajime no Ippo? Oh, classic. Classic. I don't really wear glasses now. I only wear them when my eyes get tired and still want to look at screens. I pretty much wear my glasses in real life, like, just like every waking hour that I am up. But also my eyes are pretty good at adapting, so I can read at close range with my glasses on, even though I'm nearsighted. You kept getting filled in by friends. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. The author of Ippo has a boxing gym. Love it. Love to see that. Yeah. I do love that Haikyuu has been praised for being like pretty accurate with its volleyball like usage, terminology, strategy, things like that. I like it when sports animes are pretty accurate. Oikawa ending as a player in Argentina was absolute cinema. Boy, I haven't finished the manga yet, but it's fine. Oikawa is my favorite character. Can't find your glasses and the screen is starting to get blurry, so you're gonna have to hop off. Oh, womp womp. Sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad that you hung out for a while, though. Nice to see you again. Did someone say Oikawa? No, we said Oikawa, not Okinawa. Anyway. Oh, by the way, let me show you something that I completely forgot to do last time in preparation for the Indiana Jones. I actually prepped this for last stream and then just forgot to do it. You like how it doesn't coordinate? Yeah, it doesn't. Well, this is just a PNG, so it doesn't have any ability to turn. Yeah, it just is what it is. Here, we'll put on some mood lighting. We're gonna pause our music. Oh, I love it. It just picked up right here. Beautiful, amazing, peak, immaculate. I'm gonna raid the Tomb of King Tut. God, I almost said the womb of King Tut. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. It's crazy how few people are playing this shit on like live right now.
Why don't you try a new camera?
Wait, why did you not? Hello? Why are you not letting me update my settings? Hello?
Why don't you try a new camera?
You good? You good? Why are we not? Huh? OBS, why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Why don't you try a new camera?
Okay, all right. Content classification.
Why don't you try your new camera?
What? Why? Okay, all right, I don't know. OBS is fucked up right now. It's not letting me change my category, so whatever. That's a hit for OBS complaining. Okay. All right. Okay. Why don't you try the new camera? I'm gonna take a picture of this man. I'm gonna waste all of my time.
Hold still.
Oh, I actually got points for taking pictures of. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm glad that I did it. No. Cane. Wait, why do I have a cane? Hello? Oh, okay. That must be just like the weapon that I had. All right. All right. All right. Any hoodle. That letter, it's missing. Where did it go? What if I just beat the shit out of the Nazis, huh? Huh? Oh. Okay. I am apparently allowed to be here now. This is good. Oh, hello? A recipe. You're taking that shit.
Right. That sounds good.
Oh man, we're just gonna rob the post office? Let's go. Wait, missing letter. Wait a minute. Am I gonna be able to deliver this? Wait. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Are you gonna give me anything? No? Hey, what's up? Sorry, brother. It's fine. Wait, what happens if I take a picture of these gentlemen? Does it actually tell me if I'll get anything? No. Okay. Not the slide. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Go back to the cane. How did I? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yes, I have remembered how to stealth. I remember that there was this fucking dog back here. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, another repair kit. I still don't know what those are for. Oh, I could have just come in this way. Oh, aha. Probably can just like climb up here, right? No? Indy! Prince of Persia! I used to, I remember back in the day, I used to play the Prince of Persia games, and we used to always get such big laughs out of how janky some of the platforming was. And we would always just call it princing when you would just jump off of something like a fucking moron. And, ooh, wait, hello? Wait. Oh. Huh. Okay, sure. Why not? I love how I have all of these different fruits and I don't know what they are. Anyway, that terminology has always kind of stuck around with me ever since then, with like like just princing around when you just jump off of something like an idiot because the game is just oh yeah, okay, all right. I remember that's how I wrote in here. All right, okay, all right. Now, does memory serve? Do I remember? Whoop. Wait, hello? Give me that. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. You wanted to ask me if my current model artist is doing my 2.0? They are not. I actually don't know who my model artist is for this model. I know who my rigger is for this model, and I got this model from their company that they were setting up. Which basically they tried to start up a company that was a combo of VTubing and rigging. And so you would like buy a package. And so basically they did, I'm sure that if I went back and found my DMs, I could find the artist's profile, but I never actually spoke to the artist directly. I spoke to the rigger who was then working with the artist. Oh, wait, is there a kitty? Do I get points for kitties? I love how I knew that this game would give me points for taking pictures of cats. Anyway, so with that said, I only ever spoke to the rigger, and then they basically coordinated getting the art and then subsequently rigging it. So I am not using the same model artist or rigger. I associate Zeldaing with getting totally lost in an action adventure game because you don't see an obvious pathway. Oh, yeah, that's valid too. Okay. All right, I see you. Seeing multiple pathways in here. Wait, hold on. No, okay. I could tell you the name of my artist in rigor if you would like. I don't have any... I don't have a problem with that knowledge being out there. If that is something that you're interested in, Miss Led. But yeah, that does mean that it will, you know, it's gonna look different. It's gonna look and move different. But a big part of the movement is how I have adapted, like, my parameters and things like that. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Okay. Hold. Interesting. No, I do know my artist for the 2.0. I'm saying I didn't actually ever speak to my artist for this model that I'm currently using. I am in frequent talks with my 2.0 artist, because I'm doing it all myself, as in like all of the coordination this time. Yeah. Oh, so I like didn't come up here at all last time? Oh, I see. Is this the restricted area that I like? The way that, oh, hello, kitty. This game is now oh, there's another one. This game is now all about taking pictures of cats. I'm sorry, this is your new reality. This is your new reality.
What are you doing up here, kitty? Keeping the Vatican safe from rats.
Good kitty, that's right. Okay. Oh, okay. I came up this way. However, maybe there's something interesting this way. Yeah, if you're, if you're interested, my artist is Blue Mary, like BLUE and then MERRY. You should be able to find their Twitter account pretty easily, as well as their associated art page and stuff. Oh,
I need a better angle. Taking
that's
care of
cute.
all God's creation.
Wait, I wonder if I can feed the bird. No, probably not. Okay. Wait, what are you looking for, ma'am? I feel bad that I'm like brandishing this at her.
Different angle. Yeah, bad angle. That's one description.
Dude, Indy would be so upset for wasting this many picture frames. Let me tell you, or not big picture frames. This many shots. Okay, it is very cool that you can actually that this game effectively has mini quests just from like paying attention to what you're hearing. I quite like that. Because it trusts you to pay attention, right? It didn't just be like, oh, you heard this lady. She's saying this. You should get this. Like, they have some of those things. But it's... when you hear somebody being like, oh, where did I put that? Like, they actually will reward you for going and finding it. I like that. I am liking the game so far. It's very... they did a really good job with the atmosphere to make it feel very much like the movies. And the Troy Baker did a really good job voice acting as Harrison Ford, essentially, as Indiana. And I definitely was not, I went into this game not really knowing, okay. I went into this game not really knowing anything about it, other than, obviously, it's an Indiana Jones game, and knowing that people seem to speak highly of it. So I didn't really know, per se, that it had sort of these sort of open area exploration segments. So I'm very pleasantly surprised at the way they've introduced the world to me, and definitely kind of shocked that it is so big and open, you know, and very freeform, you know. So I'm really liking it.
This angle's no good. We need some more photos.
Okay. There's the one I found yesterday. Ooh, what? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
What was I thinking? Coming here at a time like this?
Let's see. What if I ate a biscuit? What does a biscuit do? Okay.
How on earth
Maybe an apple.
the vtuber allow them to do that?
Nope, not an apple. All right, whatever. In terms of controls and things like that, I would say that it's just like acceptable. It's nothing super fancy or anything like that. But
Detaining a
anything down
defenseless
there?
youngster at gunpoint.
But it's getting the job done, you know. The choice to go first person actually kind of surprises me. I think I would have expected this game to go third person, especially with how successful both Uncharted and Tomb Raider have been.
Salve.
God's grace, man.
God's grace. Don't worry about the fact that I'm swinging off this chandelier. Wait, how do I jump? Okay, got it. Understood. The most chill, the most chill Vatican worker.
Peace be with you, ma'am.
Oh, right. I forgot I'm dressed up as a fucking, as a priest. Can you imagine? Oh my God. All right. What do I got going on in here? Let's.
La salute del Papa peggiora.
Temo che egli chiamerà il Santo Padre al suo fianco.
Okay.
Di no. Il mondo ha già abbastanza problemi.
Chi pensate che lo sostituirà quando non ci sarà?
Ooh.
So che Villeneuve ha parecchi sostenitori.
Il canadese? No, non credo. Che mi dite di piazza?
The Sistine Chapel. Let's go.
Where is the delivery?
Ooh, a delivery boy.
Io sia con voi, padre.
Bless you, Father.
Rimetti a noi i nostri diritti, come noi li
What do you want me to take pictures of? I feel like literally anything.
ma liberaci dal male.
Preghiamo che Dio lo doni.
Yeah, just take a picture of the Sistine Chapel. Understood. No? Okay, okay, okay. Also, just like graphically, the game does look really good.
St. Paul.
Am I gonna
sword.
rip off this statue? Wait. Oh, hello? Okay, so we've got like the male symbol with a bullseye and then the devil female. Got it, okay. Okay, so we're probably gonna look for like a cipher. Grassini. Okay. We're probably looking for like a cipher that...
St. Peter holding the keys to the Vatican.
Okay. So I need to figure out what numbers mean what. Aha! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 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 okay. So we have 2 4s, a 1, and a 7. So 2 4s, a 1, and a 7. So this is... One 7 4 4. We'll try 1 7 4 4. Okay, we'll try 7 1 4 4 in case I got the order wrong. Okay, we'll try 4 4 1 7. Or 4 4 7 1, I guess.
Bingo.
Okay, all right, let's go. Cut man.
It's clearly a fake. Amateurs.
Okay, let's go. See, that's cute. Although you are kind of like, you are kind of defacing these statues by having written your safe clues on them. But you know what? That's fine. Wait, am I using a book as my weapon? No, wait. Forged book. Wait, why am I holding a forged book? This is actually important.
This is taking him so long.
Hey, how's it going, Donut? How you doing? Oh, we got a full like ass cutscene
Are
here.
you
Okay.
Antonio's delivery boy?
What am I delivering?
The diary of Father Crescenzo.
Is that so?
An awfully mysterious story.
Oh, the
Father
diary I just stole. Got it.
Crescenzo was an eccentric priest in the 16th century. Some say he discovered an explosive secret in the Vatican.
I love that Sister
Now
Catherine is
listen to
all up on
me
the gossip.
Spending your precious time. Don't you have a book to find for me?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am,
sister.
listen.
I'll see if Antonio has your book.
Look at that judgment. Look at that
Again,
judgment
this
from this
Father
one.
Crescenzo.
Talk to Antonio. Maybe this diary. Okay. Okay. Wait, is Antonio in here? Probably not. Probably not. Who made the game? I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. I just know that it like is an official Indiana Jones game and it was very like
God's grace to you,
well
sister.
appreciated. Also, Donut, thank you for the gifted sub. What did you miss? Not too much. We just started the game not too long ago. I got the ability to take pictures of cats, and so we have been doing so judiciously.
Che succede?
Beh, avevo promesso a mia madre che le avrei mandato una foto della Cappella Sistina, ma non trovo macchine per me. Non so
Oh.
come ringraziarti.
Oh, so they,
Santo
okay.
cielo.
So not only are there, okay, that's kind of cool. Not only are there like photo ops you can do for points and stuff, but you also, like some people also want them for quests. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, oui, oui. Bow, 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 bow. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like keep this book. Like, they gave me this book that they say is forged, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Let's see. Journal? Father Crescenzo. Okay, well, we'll just take this journal and see if this is helpful.
Ho saputo che avete preso un cane.
X has booba and a hat. Okay. One thing I really like that newer games are doing is removing the stamina for... Captains can see through your disguises? This is good to know. Okay, Dark Souls door open. When newer games are removing the stamina cost when you are like sort of out of combat, because there's nothing more annoying than like constantly managing your stamina because like you have distances to go, but it doesn't really matter if you're using stamina. Okay. We're gonna just go this way and see a little bit about what's going on here.
Padre Antonio ci è stato di grande aiuto. Già, pensavo che mi piacerebbe avere
Oh, I'd like to have a picture of him. Oh, okay.
Chiedigliela. Ne sarà sicuramente felice.
Okay. Well, now we know something that he wants.
Perfetto. No, più a sinistra.
You're therefore perfect, even as your Father who is in heaven is perfect.
Amazing. All right. Where? I think he's back in his office, though, which is like upstairs, right? Oh, wait. What? Oh, study. Okay.
That's not a good angle. Gotta get a better view.
There we go.
If only my students worked as hard as this.
Damn, dog. You don't gotta roast your students like that.
Ecco il libro. Ma è troppo in alto. Non ci arrivo. Oh, siete un gentiluomo. Grazie infinite.
What if I just gave her this forged book? Amazing. Father Antonio. Are you waiting for them to leave? What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother?
You all aces?
I just spoke with Sister Catherine. She mentioned a diary written by Father Crescenzo. You know about it?
I'm afraid you are too late, Indy. I had just found it when Father Ventura and his black shirts came and took half of my collection.
Ooh.
The diary included.
It must be important. What's in this diary?
I don't know. Maybe more of Crescenzo's writings on giants and fallen angels. I had forgotten all about it until Sister Catherine brought it up.
Think. Where would they take it?
I believe they keep confiscated material in a room inside the Apostolic Palace. And there is an entrance that leads there from the sewers.
Oh, the sewer key. Let's go.
You may ask, but do not expect an answer. Good luck, Henri.
Henri. Okay, all right.
You can enter the sewers through the tower of Nicholas V.
Let me see here.
Okay.
This Ventura guy really doesn't like you, does he?
It's an understatement to say I like him even less. There must be more interesting things to take a picture of than this old priest.
You look great.
I mean, you would say that, but these ladies gossiping at the bottom, they want your shit, so...
I'm not the only one interested in Crescenzo.
Okay, okay.
Padre Antonio ci è stato di grande aiuto. Già, pensavo che mi piacerebbe avere una sua fotoricordo per quando torneremo al convento. Chiedigliela. Ne sarà una fotografia di Antonio.
There you go. All right. Okay. What? Okay, get to the sewers. What is that other one? The Mad Priest. Savage Discovery. Find the professor. Ooh, okay. Let's track that one. There's a professor somewhere ahead of us.
Quel prete mi è del tutto nuovo.
Little dance card, huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, but what if I ran? Are these guys able to catch me if I run? Are they stupid? I swear he just said Gomenasai. I know that's not what he actually said. Gomenasari. Okay. Sumimasari. Hey, Velvet. How's it going? How you doing? We just fucked up. We goofed. Knowing multiple languages is funny. Am I gonna get away with this by just like running and they suck at climbing? That's my number one Oshi. Oh my god, I'm your number one Oshi. That's so sweet. I'm doing great. You know, we just started back up again. You know, we're having some fun with the Indiana Jones. What are we looking for? Ooh,
Masterful craftsmanship.
it is very sweet to hear you guys say that. Truly, you know. Sometimes I have trouble believing it, but you guys telling me that is very sweet and reassuring. When the comfort streamer is sus, I mean, that's true. Well, we won't pretend that that's not true. Wait, what do you want me to take a picture of? Okay, sure. Do I want to just beat the shit out of these fascistas? So I did try to change my category, actually, fun fact. And OBS will not let me. OBS is not letting me change my category. Wild, right? I tried changing it a couple times, and then I just said, all right, fuck it. Like, it's not gonna happen. Oh, OBS said, "Ah, fuck you." Exactly. That's exactly what it said.
Back away!
It's fine. You don't see shit, brother. Wait, is this guy actually gonna lose me? I'm so good at stealth.
Cosa? Strano.
Hold your horses!
How dare you say I bought emoji? That's crazy. Not that there's
Pretty
anything
good
wrong
warm
with
up,
that.
don't you think?
Adios, fascistas. Okay. Oh, that's not a door? I mean, okay. All right, fair enough. Ooh, hello. Hello. A tarot card.
Ventura seems to have a lot of enemies in the Vatican.
Hmm. Nom nom nom. Whoop. Oh, hi. How long have you been in here? Were you just jerking off in the corner? Were you just goon maxing? Well, brother. Okay. All right, maybe we'll just crouch a little. Well, this is a very pretty room, though. Damn.
Got it.
Listen, it's not a good picture, but cuck maxing. Yeah, exactly. He's sitting there in the cuck chair. Amazing. We've got to hit somebody with this bell.
Must be more to this.
You've rearranged something alphabetically. Wait. I should have read that more carefully. Should have read that more carefully. It's fine. You know what? Puzzles are meant to be solved in one way. Brute force. At least you're not in the room for those redeems. Listen, if you stream it though, what if everybody's in the room? Chat? Opens from the other side. Fuck you. How dare you? Oh, wow. 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 Look at all. No! No! My bell! No! I need this bell. No, fuck! Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. The importance of keeping the bell is way more important than getting discovered by the fascistas. You know? Okay. All right. Oh, hello. Interesting. Open season. Ooh, okay. Hello. Dude, I keep finding all these books and have nowhere near enough points to get them. Oh boy, boy, there's sure a lot of those, gentlemen. Especially when I don't have a gun. I keep finding ammo for like not having a gun. And I keep finding fascists without finding a gun. Listen, that didn't happen. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna watch this guy's feet. Chat, I'm feet tubing. Oh my god. Are these guys suspicious of me? Yes, they are. Oh god, okay. God, there's so many dudes here. What the fuck? Oh, this is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea to just go deeper in. Wait, can I get in through this little... No, okay. This is so unfortunate. Okay. Seemingly they don't look down here. Oh, F! Oh, I see the letters. Okay, I do remember something about letters. Okay, wait. Find the professor. No. God damn it. Keep doing this to myself. Find the professor. Starting the capture of the young British boy. Ooh, locked him in the holding cell. Ooh. Okay. Understood. Well, let's take a chance to look at our books here. So we got 600. We actually have a pretty good number. Combat exploration. Wait. Why? Oh, exploration. Esoteric research journal concerning the ancient rumored in the Vatican. Okay, that doesn't matter. Rolling. Fitness. Last hit before an improvised weapon breaks deals additional damage. Okay, we love that. Whip crack an enemy temporarily causes them to take more damage from subsequent attacks. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Restore stamina when an enemy is knocked out. That's really good. Oh, it's actually really cheap too. Okay. Fuck it. We'll just get all of those. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Ads are starting soon, which is fine. I really should figure out if I can find journal. Where was the thing about the solve Ventura's bookcase? Your 4 favorite medieval Latin books have been placed in specific spots. Must be taken alphabetically. Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking about the alphabet. Okay. Must resist the urge to comment that whips do not work like that. Whips don't work like what? Which part? Which part do whips not work like? The part where they just like wrap around on things, or because that's definitely true. As in that you can't just like wrap them around things to grapple off of them and then just sort of like jerk your hand and it comes free. They worked on your mom last night. Got him. Absolutely roasted. Just like your mom. Haha, got him. All right. They can wrap around things, but don't like unwrapping. You're generally going to lose the whip. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's for sure true. All right, we're gonna BRP. Good old Aeon, always coming in with whip facts. Okay. Wait. Why'd you say it like that? I mean... I think you can guess. It's kind of funny that these ones that are the one-way ones, you know, that you can just open from one side, the lock is just, or the key's already in the lock. That's why it's funny, Aeon. That's why it's funny. Bro, this whole game is crazy. This game is huge. Does this update? Oh, it does. Oh. Like another way. Surely there's another way up here. Aha! Just like that. When was this game released again? Just a couple, maybe like 6 months ago, give or take. It was released originally on Xbox and PC, and so I wasn't playing it because I, first of all, don't have an Xbox, and second of all, was pretty sure it was gonna kill my PC. And so I was waiting for the PlayStation release. Since then, I have gotten my second graphics card, which helps a lot with things like this. So, you know, bro. So I probably, you know, could have gotten it on PC, but I was looking for games that I had kind of marked for. Ooh, hello. No, come on. There we go. Wait, am I supposed to swing on this? Oh, like onto the balcony? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I probably could have just done that in the first place. I didn't even see that. That's really funny. Okay. Oh my God, I've just gone in a fucking circle. Are you joking me? It's very nice looking nostalgia bait. Yes, it is. Well, especially with how like bad so many of the like recent movies and stuff have been. It's kind of nice that a video game actually seems to have done like a good adaptation. You know, oh, no. Oh, I cannot believe I got away with that.
There must be another way.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
What seems to be the trouble?
Hold on. I recognize
Hold
you
on.
from somewhere.
Father Gallagher, I'm just visiting.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah, a real pleasure.
That bloody Ventura and his black shirts. They've kidnapped my dear apprentice, Sidney, and ruined my excavation of the Apostolic Palace. Now the whole project's
that's where I
had to be
just
put on
was.
hold.
Got it. Okay.
We were on the verge of a breakthrough when
What kind of breakthrough?
Oh. We'd found a stone fragment. A piece of a Roman tomb, I think. I could only make out some of the letters that weren't either worn down or caked in dirt.
What were some of those letters?
L-A-P-S-O-A-N-G-E. I couldn't make out... Sorry?
Lapsorum Angelorum.
Fallen angels! Of course! Why didn't I think of that?
Way to go, Indy.
Where is this stone fragment? I'd like to take a look.
I don't know. My apprentice, Sidney, tried to retrieve
Jerry's
it as it were
adventure
from the
and
Black
survival
Shirts.
skills.
They
Hilarious.
locked him up in
Watching
their holding
him
cell.
survive is
you
like
might know
watching
where
a
it is
squirrel
now,
try to
but
navigate a
Alright,
busy
let me
highway.
see.
Utter chaos
Let me,
and guaranteed failure.
Let me see if
He's
I
a
can get him back for
walking
you.
disaster in the wild.
Oh,
Nature
thank
definitely
you,
shakes its
Father.
head at him. Barker.
Don't mention it.
Baka.
Mother
Amazing.
would
Incredible.
kill me if she found out.
Also, I love that presumably its autocorrect is
I
changing
closed
it to
the library
Gary
once Sydney is back.
or Jerry.
It's safe there.
You
Okay.
do seem awfully familiar.
Just got one of those faces.
Okay. Found the mans. So what does this say now? Rescue Sydney. Okay, so Sydney's like quite a ways away.
What do we have here?
Yeah, okay.
Around these days.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, wham. Am I gonna climb like over here? Wow. All right. I didn't think it was actually gonna let me. This feels like it's gonna be really close on my stamina. Oh, if I stop moving on that, it actually like counts as standing. That's kind of nice. Fuck, huh?
Father Ventura allowed them to do such a thing.
Okay.
Buongiorno, padre.
Okay, you're just a random dude. You're not a
Qualcosa non torna.
fascista. Okay.
Defenseless youngster.
Oh. It's fine. Oh, I wonder what's over there. Oh well, that's a problem for another time. Whoa, a book!
Color me intrigued.
Lucky hat! Well, Indiana Jones probably does have a lucky hat after all. Okay, so it's like this way. Whoop. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Is the hat symbol the symbol for autosaving? Because that's kind of funny. Oh.
No fooling this guy.
Aha.
Vedrai che da qui non si muove.
Bwah, 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 bwah. So I can go out there. I can keep on moving. Feel like this is the better path. Okay, take ourselves a weapon. Steal some money from the fascistas. Steal some more money from the fascistas. Okay.
Whoops.
Whoops. Oh no, what a shame, what a shame. Yeet. Okay.
Che succede?
There you go. Fair enough. Was really hoping I was going to be able to get a sneak attack on him, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Well, you're not going to let me... Okay. You're not going to let me rob him while I'm carrying a body. Imagine. I think I can do both. I think I can do both. Oh, hey there. Hi there, gentlemen. How's it going? I'm sure... Okay. What do we got going on here? Opens from the other side. Good. Understood. Oh, okay. I mean, we gotta use the comical... Gotta use the comical option.
Senti, dobbiamo fare qualcosa per l'infestazione di ratti nella caserma.
Credo che vengano dalle fogne.
Non si può recuperare del veleno per topi?
Sì.
Sì.
Magari Ernesto ce l'ha.
Chi?
L'inserviente dell'ufficio postale. Stanotte sono di pattuglia in quella zona. Posso entrare e chiedere?
Sarebbe perfetto.
Waiting for these gentlemen to have their conversation. What if I just come over here and kill this guy first, eh?
Nighty night.
Okay. Okay. Oh, postcard.
Crucifixion of St. Peter.
Okay, what we got going on up here?
Where are you, Sydney?
Hello? Well, fair enough. Okay, surely we can find something in here. Ooh, a jail cell key. Okay, we're cooking in the right direction then. I love how you just drop it on the ground. You can only use one hand at a time.
Sydney.
Classic.
That really hurt.
Oh, sir, I didn't mean to, please. Wait. You're not one of them black shirts.
Savage, Sydney. I'm here to help you, damn it.
Oh, bloody
Whatever
hell,
happened to men's pockets? Oh, listen, it's not about the pockets. He's just an idiot. He's had too much brain damage.
Sorry, sir.
You know?
Hold your horses.
I need to know where they took that stone fragment.
I didn't see, sir. One of them took it.
One of them took it.
Called him, Giuseppe. Aye, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
10-1, you'll find him at the excavation site.
All right, the way out is clear. You get to Savage without anyone else seeing you, you hear me?
Oh, like a ferret down a rabbit hole, sir.
Okay. All right, kid. Thank God I don't have to, like, send him back.
Poor kid. Must have been
Get to the excavation site. Okay. So, sounds like I'm already done that. So now we're kind of just heading back. Question is, how much do I want to, like, peek around here now that I've finished this part?
Eccolo là!
Oh, yeah, it went great. It went great. Well, fortunately, none of them can hear. No. You saw nothing. Don't worry about it, gentlemen. Don't worry about it. It's these fucking dogs again. What if I just quickly went this way? Wait, there's like a symbol on that door. That's kind of interesting. Arr! Dog found corpses. It's fine. I have a secret way out. It's the same way I come in. Yeah, concussions from fisticuffs, fumes from tombs. What else? I mean, mostly that. Mostly just fisticuffs and, you know. Interesting. Just leave this way. I don't need to climb up there. That's fine. Oh. Okay. All That That dog be real mad. Dog, I need you to chill the fuck out, all right? What do we got in there? We got money. Okay, great. Boy. We're really going all around here. Ooh, comic books. More loot.
Take this back to Marshall College. Bet I'd be a hit.
Questo posto non mi piace. Soldato a terra!
Hey! God damn it, the fucking dog again. Dogs are literally the only enemies that actually hurt me. Are you like not able to actually hurt the dog? Just like scare it and stun it? Is that... Have they decided that that's how this game works? That's fucking wild. It's fine. You guys didn't see me just escape from there. It's fine.
Courtyard.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. Oh, wait. What's in here? What is in here? Get myself a little bandage. Get myself a little fruit or things that I can't remember. Yeah, I've completely forgotten what each of these food items does, because some of them give me stamina and some of them give me health, and I have no recollection of either.
Wonder what's going on in there.
Oh, okay. I wonder what's going on in there. We're having a little... Oh my god, it's a boxing ring? Hell yeah, brother. All right. We got to find a way in there later. Amazing. That's like classic D&D side quests. You find an underground boxing ring in the, you know, local tavern. Have a little custom fighting event that your DM sets up for you to beat the crap out of people. Ooh, I need them though. What's in here? Oh. Did I come down here before? Okay. I see. Okay, so then there was the thing about the books in alphabetical order, but I don't remember. I don't actually know where the books are. Oh, wait, actually? Wait, ma'am? Okay, I can't talk to you. All right.
Where is that delivery book?
Really? Didn't you sort of imply that there's a picture opportunity here somewhere?
Salve, caro padre.
Bless you, sister.
Well, you know. Ooh, wait. I don't think I came this way at all. Oh, okay, wait. I might have come through this way, like, up above. It's so hard to keep track of the areas that you've gone on rooftops, you know? You know? Okay. Wait, is there a way up here? Oh no! Oh no! The fascist dogs! Both the actual dogs and the fascists. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. Sorry, I had to scratch my ear. Yeah? Don't know where they went. It's over. Amazing. That reminded me of how I didn't know how to get to certain offices at a job because I'd only ever navigated by rooftop. That's, you know, you just keep on saying these things that are just like, you are an adventurer. Yeah, you gonna... Oh, pfft, okay. Amazing. They had dishes and other stuff on the roof we had to service? Ah, yeah. I mean... fair, I suppose. I guess. Prince! Okay. Wait, have they returned? Bro, no, I beat all of these guys up. Oh no! Oh shit!
Fallo secco! Qui nulla.
I don't know how to fight.
No, niente. Non vedo nulla. Ti vedo! Sei morto! Avanti, fermalo!
Why am I repairing a cane?
È finito! Fallo fuori!
Wait, is my cane just like a generic use item? Like, do I always have a cane with me? Is that what the problem is? Like, I don't actually know how to... Did you just fucking throw that at me? I am the one who throws, alright? Alrighty. Alright, listen. That could have gone better. Okay. Jesus Christ. Don't worry about it, gentlemen. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure there's nothing amiss up here. Opens from the other side. Got it. Understood. Just gonna carry a little smacking cane, you know? Pick up some food again. Ooh, more bandages. That's good. You know what? It's fine. We should just get in more fights. We should just beat the shit out of more people. Wait, is a shovel somehow less durable than a billy club? Because that's wild.
I should get one more.
Okay, all right, well. I was starting to give up hope on actually finding those because I did not. Oh, wait, no. Where is this? Anywhere in the courtyard excavation site, there might be clues in the foreman's office. Okay. That is almost certainly the foreman's office. Got it. Probably should go head there then. Oh, see, there is a way up there. I knew it. I was like, there's gotta be a way up this thing. This thing is like too conveniently placed to get beside all of these. Now the question is, can I get down? He was warming his hands in front of a radar? Is that like a radiation risk? Is that... You are Hatsune Miku? Welcome back in, Hatsune Miku. Oh, this was unwise. This was certainly not what I was supposed to do. Okay. Hey, hello. There we go. Is there... Oh. Aha, we remember. Okay, so that's how we got in there. Take this repair kit. Is that... There we go. How did I get here in the first place? Actually, though. Maybe I did this. Radiation sterilization risk, depending on the type of radar. Yeah, that's exactly... I'm like, if it's warm, isn't that probably from, like, radiation? That's, very stupid. It's very stupid. Kind of like reminds me of, you know, in The Martian, where he's like, yeah, so I got the radioactive core because it would warm me up. Like, yes, it does cause cancer. However, freezing to death is a shorter term concern. And I'm just like, man, that sucks. Like, that's not something you want to be worrying about. Oh no! Oh no!
Fair and square.
Okay. Well, nobody seems to come back here, so we'll just... That sound? What do you mean that sound? I was obviously the stealthiest man when I hit him with a fucking pickaxe. Hmm... Can I convince that gentleman to go check that sound out? Hmm? I hear him.
Che suono strano.
Yeah, boy. Well, you know, that's fair enough. Fair enough. We'll just take this broom. We'll take out the trash. Ooh, medicine.
There's someone who can use them.
New discovery, remedy for... Oh my god, look at this hammer. Ho ho. Uh-huh.
Maybe just sipping on a Fosker. That's him.
That's him.
Looks like he's stationed in Section F today.
Yeah, Indy? Did you hide in that closet over there? Wow, wow. You think I won't kill a man in the cloth? I'll do it. Boy, that was quick. That was quick, sir. You took away my sledgehammer. Hold on. Find section F. Oh my god, I did find section F, you bitch. I found section F before. Wait, where? There we go. There we go. That's the shit. Okay. All right. Returning to the scene of the crime. You know what? We can probably just go this way. Let's see. Where would be a good way down? I mean, yeah, that'll probably. You telling me you can't carry a sledgehammer down a ladder? That's weird. No, that's fine. Burp, 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 burp. Skill issues, IO. Exactly. Was I supposed to talk to Giuseppe?
Must be an address.
No.
3 Via del Pellegrino.
I sure hope not. Find the address. Okay. Actually, so fucking funny. Okay, my guess is it's gonna be out onto the street over here that I found before. Where like... Where? What was that ladder I literally took to get down here? Or whatever, I'll take this one. Again, this game uses the like colored paint. I'm not mad about it. I think that that's a fair enough way to do it. It makes more sense in a game like this that in like dig sites that you would have this than in, you know. Oh, hey, what's up, fascistos? Well, at least you guys suck at combat. All right. Yeah. So it's like over there? Oh, okay, okay. Travel to Castle de Sant'Angelo. Wait. I feel like it doesn't actually want me to travel, right? That seems incorrect. It seems like I should go this way. I might be dropping down onto a fascista's head,
Your
though.
distance, pal.
Looks like company.
You know, that's fine. Sorry, brother. Just dump him back by the flower bed. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think I'm... I was gonna say, I don't think this is a, like, danger zone. Right? So, it's just gonna be, like, right over here, right? Oh, no. No! God damn it. God damn it, I ran too close to a captain. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, it just put me right there. Okay. Maybe I don't do that.
Better stay away from here.
Yeah. That seems like a good plan to not be here. All right. Surely there's some other way around, mayhaps on some rooftops. Ooh, hello. This is exciting. Ooh, wait, what do you want me to take a picture of?
I need a better angle. This has seen better days.
Okay. I don't know how to go back to like... I don't know how to go back to like fists. Okay. This part's being a little awkward. Oh, do I actually have to leave then? Maybe just like find me a bottle. Find me something to pick up. Ooh. Farther down. Oh, the sewers? Okay, I accidentally found my way into the main quest area. Got it. Okay.
All right. Should be a way into the Apostolic Palace from here.
So, no, I don't want to go to the sewers. I want to go find the address. That's what I'm doing. So it's like right over there. What? I wonder if I can take those like ropes up there. It's Grybach Jones. Can you have my autograph? Can I sign your virtual whip? I can. How's it going, Pirate? How you doing? I tried to change category, but OBS is fucking me and it won't let me. So here we are in the wrong category. So, I could probably just like go back to the courtyard, right? Like come at it from the other side. Seemingly, that would make the most sense to me. Have you played this game, Pyra? Because it's pretty good, pretty fun. Opens from the other side. Fuck off. You're just waiting on my blanket to finish the dryer and hit the hay. It's been a while. Yeah, what have I been up to? You know, I don't know. Playing games, working on whoop. Yeah, can you just leave, brother? You know, we're sort of what? No, I went in there before. Come on, sir. Bruv. There we go. Surely I can get where I need to go. Yeah, you know, working on a 2.0 model, all that kind of fun stuff. Been playing Night Rain. Let's see, what did we just finish? I actually can't remember. My brain is kind of mush right now. Hello? Are you so for real right now? Am I just stuck? I mean, I'm not stuck, but... Surely you can jump that high, Indy. I feel like I've watched you grab onto a million ledges like this. Ugh, okay. Fine, we'll go this way. And we'll just do the most Indiana Jones whip swing. Hip whip girl, you know? Okay. Oh! Yeah, he's not pushing his luck with his suit. Amazing. So then I went up here. This is such a roundabout way of going where I'm going. Like, okay, I feel like they want me to go a slightly different way because it's like so awkward to get on this, but at the same time, okay, you know what? It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Fascistas! Probably should have picked up an item. It's fine. Smash! Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Fortunately, they're not very hard to kill. Can't remember if I've been to your stream since you moved to Missouri. Oh, shit! I don't think so. I didn't know you moved to Missouri. That's cool.
Cosa?
Lights out, fella.
Okay. All right. Get out of here. We're going back. Hopefully they've forgotten the crimes that I've committed. Yeah, been doing pretty well. Like I said, we're working on a 2.0 model debut, you know, design update, etc., etc. So that's kind of fun, but that's all cooking in the background. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Who has better wisecracks, Leon Kennedy or Indiana Jones? To be honest, I don't really know Leon Kennedy all that well. Like, I know the memes about Leon Kennedy, if that makes sense. But I don't actually, like, really know him that well. I feel like indies are classic dad joke type puns, you know? Very meme-worthy. Okay, fair enough.
Ah, bentornato. I have found some more things which may interest you.
Okay, okay. Map for the Vatican
I'm good for
artifacts. Vatican notes. Vatican mysteries. Just all Vatican books. That's crazy. I don't want to pay for any of those. Okay, wait. So you're like
Greetings, Father.
telling me to go this way, right? But you're telling me to go outside. Okay. Okay. Oh, I remember seeing this earlier. Oh. Aha. There we go.
All right. Where's that stone fragment?
It's bringing them to their knees. Yeah. So I waited until it came out on PlayStation. So I'm playing on PlayStation.
Refer to Saint Peter.
For exactly that reason.
Nuntius Christi, messenger of Christ, patron of the fallen angels, protector of the Circulimani, the Great Circle.
Oh shit! Name drop.
You have any idea how old that was?
Ma che ti ha fatto entrare?
Quanto resisterà?
Too quick for you?
Whoop.
That's for
Goodbye,
the boss.
sir. Oh, you got a haircut. Nice. Captain changed the code again. November last year. Okay. I don't remember what year it is. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't give me the fucking... Don't make me look up the dates. That's crazy. Hey, what did I find? Ooh, oh, ho, ho. Hey, there's our fourth one. Ho, ho. We are making progress. Glad I looked around. Glad I looked around.
Well, this should make the professor's day.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Indiana Jones is exactly the type of person that would be like, hi, hungry, I'm dead. That's exactly right. That is the distillation of exactly what Indiana Jones would do. 1000%. Right, you guys don't care that I'm here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what it is? It's because last time I was here, I didn't have a disguise. Oh, okay, that's funny. Last time I was here, I didn't have a disguise, and so they were like all up in my ass. Okay, amazing. Love it. Okay, well, with that said, we're about to be on an ad break again, and it's all little after 9, so I think I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna be finishing up some quests next time early on. So for tonight, I'm gonna raid good old V sibling, friend of the channel, Kiri Staryear. She's playing some Peak. So yeah, we'll be back on Friday with Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, which is a new Souls-like action game, Chinese origin. We're very excited because we don't get too many of those. So that's all, folks. That's right. Bye-bye. Peace.